Hey guys, welcome to Fanfic Fanatics. So in today's video we are gonna see, what if Deku had online shopping ability in another world? Part 1. Before starting, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you are interested in MHA fanfictions. This story is Tondemo Hero Skill by Cap Lycanrock 24. We can see a 14-year-old boy with green hair and eyes, and freckles on his cheeks. Este era Izuku Midoriya. After getting involved and trying to save his friend, Katsuki Bakugo, from an incident with a mud villain and then being scolded by the heroes. Now he was walking through the streets of Musudafu City on his way home. Izuku. Oh, right. I have to buy the things mom asked me to. He went to the nearest store, bought what his mother had asked for, and went back on his way. Izuku's sad face. I checked things okay, I'm not missing anything. He continued walking until something bumped into him. He looked to his side and noticed a small girl with white hair and a horn on her forehead. Izuku. Huh. He saw the girl on the ground. Are you okay? He approached her and noticed how she made a scared expression. Ah. He helped her up. She's trembling. Don't do that. Izuku saw it. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Don't give the young man any trouble. Izuku. I don't judge by appearances, but this man gives me a bad feeling. I tremble a little. I'm sorry about my daughter. She's young, he said. She's always hurting herself playing. I don't know what to do with her. Izuku's sad face. He felt the girl grab his shirt. Little girl. Don't go, she said softly, with tears in her eyes. Izuku. He put his hand in the girl's hair. What do I do? I don't see any heroes nearby. He glanced around. What should I do? Asterisk. But then a circle with a blue glow appeared beneath Izuku and the girl. The glow made the guy cover his eyes, and when the glow stopped. Where did they go? He saw they were gone. Damn it. Angry. Elsewhere. Izuku and the girl were hugging until they noticed the glow stopped. Izuku. What? He looked up and noticed a boy and two girls a few years older than him a little further ahead. Princess. Heroes. Man. It's a miracle. The heroes have answered our call. Man 2. Excuse me, allow me to assess your skills, he said, holding a large mirror to then use it on the boy. Amazing. A sacred swordsman. You have incredible potential. Man 2 sad face. I use it on one of the girls. Holy magic. And she uses light, wind, lightning, and ice magic. Amazing. Princess. Save the kingdom of Riseeger, please. You are our only hope. Izuku. Is it possible? Were we summoned to another world? He thought, then saw the girl clinging to his leg. She too. Man 3. Other heroes. Man 2 sad face. I point the mirror at Izuku. Izuku Midoriya, 14 years old. His unique ability is, online store. Izuku. Online store. Confused. Man 2 sad face. I use it on the girl Eri, 6 years old. She has a little healing magic, but no hidden abilities. The other young men just murmured a few things. Man 3. Since they have been summoned, they will have to see His Majesty. Izuku. The king saw Eri, so her name is Eri, huh? He stroked her head. Hey, follow me, okay. Different sad face. He saw it. Why yes, he nodded. Now they all stood before the royal family, although to Izuku they seemed very pompous since they had too many jewels. Ray. Sometimes, the Demon King invades my kingdom. Riseeger, will you lend us your strength to maintain the peace of our realm? The Demon King must know how to send you back home. Chico. I will not allow the Demon King to bring suffering to the people. Ray. That means that. Girl. If my power can be of any use. Chika too. Yes, I agreed. Izuku. Although I'd like to help, I don't think I can be of much help. Besides, I don't want to put Eri in danger. She stood up. Izuku. Excuse me, everyone saw it. I don't think we can be of much help. We would probably just cause problems for everyone if we stayed. Izuku. Even though we've been summoned, I don't want to put my little sister in danger. We just want a quiet life without being exposed to something otherworldly, she said. Izuku and Eri were walking through the city streets, while Izuku counted the gold coins they had been given. Izuku. 35 gold coins, is this a lot or a little for compensation? He thought, but then she heard people around her talking about them because of how they were dressed. Izuku. I think we'll raise suspicions with these clothes. We should change before we start gathering information. Asterisk. Later. Now they were both leaving a store. Izuku. It's not bad, it was seen. Izuku, what do you think, Eri? Do you feel more comfortable? He looked at her. Different. And Izuku's sad face, he knelt down to her level. I don't think I've introduced myself properly yet. I'm Izuku Midoriya. He introduced himself. Look. I don't know how that man treated you, but I promise you that no one will hurt you again. He extended his hand. Different sad face, she saw Izuku's hand. She took his hand and placed it on her head. Thank you, she shed a few tears. Izuku's sad face, I smile and wipe away his tears. Now I'm your big brother, I stroke his head. Different. Older brother. Izuku. Okay. Now let's gather some information about this place, he said. After gathering information, buying some things and finding a place to sleep. They were now in an inn room. Izuku's sad face, she sat on the bed. That royal family gave me a bad feeling. I think we should leave the country as soon as possible, she thought. Then looked at Eri. Are you tired? You can sleep if you want. Different. I'm by. Her stomach growled. Ah. Izuku. That's right, we haven't eaten anything. Let's see. State, open up. A kind of screen appeared in front of him. Izuku. Wow, it's like in games and manga. Leo, level 1. Skills. Appraise an item box. So I don't have to worry about carrying things. He saw Eri. Eri, can you do it too? Just say. Status, open. Different. Okay, sat down. State, open up. The screen appeared. Oh. Izuku's sad face. Leo, level 1. Skills. Appraise an item box, and a little healing magic. Hidden skill. Huh. She saw it said. Maybe it doesn't appear because she's still a child. She saw hers. Mine is still online shop. Go ahead, online shop. Nothing happened. It doesn't work. What do you want Eri's ability to be? Then I tapped where it said online store. In its status, a glow appeared in front of both of us, and then we saw Izuku. This seems like a normal website. She saw what she could buy. First, I need to buy water. It's easy to get stomach problems when you travel abroad. She selected 2 bottles of water. Next, I need to get something we can eat quickly. She selected a filled bread and then saw Eri. Do you want anything in particular? Anything you like. Different. I like apples, she said. Izuku. Then I select an apple-flavored bread and some juices to then press purchase. But it said he had to top up his balance. Izuku. Balance. She saw that a box was being checked. She took a gold coin and put it in the box that absorbed it. I understand now. She clicked buy. They both saw a glow appear beside them, and then a box appeared. Izuku. Wow, that was fast. She opened the box and saw what she had ordered. This skill is amazing. Here, Eri, she gave her the bread and juice. Can you put these in your supplies box? Different. I think so. I drink the juices. She extended her hand and a kind of portal appeared in front of her. Eri put the juices in and then the portal disappeared. Izuku. Well, you learn fast, hehe. He opened the bread package and gave it to him. Go ahead, eat. He opened his own and took a bite. That's delicious. Different sad face. He saw him eating and saw his bread. He took a bite. He started eating it quickly. Izuku. She seems to have liked it. What kind of food did that guy give her? He thought somewhat angrily, but saw her choke. Ah. Drink the juice. He opened it for her. Eri took it and drank it, managing to swallow the bread. Izuku. You have to eat slowly. He smiled. Different. If he continued eating. Izuku. This skill is great. As long as we have money, we won't go hungry. He thought, I could also make something out of this. In that case, we should leave the country as soon as possible. Izuku. Well, we have to leave early tomorrow, so we should get a good night's sleep. He saw Eri. They both lay down on the beds, but Izuku noticed Eri seemed a little restless. Izuku. What's wrong? He saw her. Different. I'm afraid of waking up in that place. Izuku looked at her. When I open my eyes, will you still be with me? She looked at him. Izuku. Of course I'll be with you. Wait, with some difficulty I move her bed closer to Eri's. I'll always be by your side, okay? I take her hand. Different. Okay. Started to fall asleep. Izuku's sad face smiled. Good night, Eri. He saw her asleep. The next day, they were both walking around the city when they stopped to talk to some children. Child. This is the city of Keels, near the border of the kingdom. He said, pointing to a place. Izuku. Thank you. Let's go. Eri picked her up and ran. Man. Off to Keels. About to leave. Hurry, he said beside a carriage. Izuku. Excuse me, I arrive with him. We'd like to go up. Man. Guys, you're very lucky. He saw them. There are 2 seats left. Izuku smiled. Izuku. Thank you so much. Later, Izuku and Eri were inside the carriage, although Eri was asleep and resting her head on Izuku's legs. Izuku. She was moving around a lot last night, probably because of some nightmares. He saw her. Now she looks calmer. He stroked her hair. Then she saw the Lord beside her. Izuku. Is he a street vendor? What does he plan to sell in Keels? He saw him. Mr. Ah, I managed to get some soap. Izuku. Soap, mister. It's a very luxurious item. He said. Izuku. Does he keep it in his storage box? He saw it. Mister, no, of course not. This backpack is all I carry, she said, showing her backpack. Only 1 in 1,000 people obtains the item box skill. Izuku. I understand, so what about the appraise skill? Mister. It's a fantastic skill. Every merchant dreams of using appraise at least once in their life. But, as you know, only heroes from another world can possess it. Izuku. What, mister? Since these tools are so valuable, only certain guilds and countries possess them, didn't you know? He saw it. Izuku. No, I was just thinking how well they'd go together, haha. Mister. I know how you feel. I smile. Izuku. We mustn't let them suspect us, but then it's almost impossible for anyone to assess us, I thought. Mister. What brings them to Keels? Izuku. We were thinking about crossing the border and entering the neighboring country. Mr. Sad Face, he approached him. It's a wise decision. Izuku leaned closer to his ear. Trouble is brewing in the Rice Eater Kingdom. There are rumors that the country will soon close its borders. Izuku. Close their borders. Surprised. Upon arriving in the city of Keels, Izuku and Eri saw an announcement that transportation was suspended. Izuku. That can't be. Have all transport services been suspended? He looked around, noticing the people were happy and carefree. Izuku. There didn't seem to be any kind of emergency. Different. Izuku. She saw him. Is everything all right? Izuku. Sure, I was just thinking about something. I know. Let's go. I take her hand. In a restaurant, Izuku and Eri were sitting next to 2 adventurers. Izuku. I see, they've suspended carriages so people don't leave the country. Adventurer 1. Yes. If the population decreases, the number of soldiers also decreases. Adventurer 2. The authorities in Rice Eater are trying to start wars everywhere. We're thinking of leaving here soon. Adventurer 1. We're better at hunting monsters than fighting wars. Adventurer 2. Inches. You should get out of here while you still can, guys, he said. Izuku. Good idea, she said, then cleaned the food stains from Eri's face. Be careful, don't get dirty. Different. Yes, sorry. Izuku patted him on the head and continued eating. Izuku. Thank goodness we decided to leave the country as soon as possible. Monsters, huh? I'm sure a hero could easily take them down. He thought, I could solve this problem with money. In the Adventurers Guild, Izuku and Eri entered under everyone's gaze, making Eri a little nervous, but she calmed down a bit when she was holding hands with Izuku. Izuku's sad face. I arrive with the receptionist. Excuse me, we would like to hire escorts. Do you accept these types of requests here? Miss. Yes, we can act as intermediaries for you. Izuku. Since there are no carriages available, we would like to go to the kingdom of Venan on foot, he said. Miss Sad Face. I check your book. In that case, due to the length of the journey, the minimum reward would be 7 gold coins. Izuku. That's expensive, miss. However, since ride-sharing was suspended, there has been an increase in similar requests. In such a situation, I suggest offering 8 gold coins, he said. Izuku. I understand, here you go. I leave the coins, miss. In that case, I have the perfect group for you, he said, looking towards a table. Werner, do you have a moment? A man in armor approached them. Miss, can you accompany this gentleman and lady to the kingdom of Venan? Weren't you planning to go there? He saw him. Werner, I am a Class C adventurer. Izuku. I'm Izuku and this is Eri. She hid behind his leg. She's a little shy around new people. I'll take care of the meals if you accept this request, he said. I don't mind cooking, and the meals will be affordable with my skill. Werner. Great, I'll talk to the group about it, but we'll definitely accept the job. Izuku. Thank you so much. Werner. Do you want to go right away? Izuku. If possible. Werner. Understood, we'll leave at dawn, he said. Izuku. We're counting on you. Werner. Also. They shook hands. The next day, both were with Werner and his group. From left to right, the group's introductions. Werner. Vincent, I show you swordsman. Vincent. Hello, Werner. Rita the explorer. Rita. Delighted. Werner. Ramon, our magician. Ramon. A place. Werner. Izuku. My name is Izuku, he saw Eri. Different. Eri introduced herself shyly. Werner. Very well, let's go to the kingdom of Venan, he said. And with that they began to walk. After walking for a while, they stopped to rest. Werner. Let's take a break. Izuku, let's prepare the food, wait a moment. They approached a rock that could be used as a table. Izuku took a stove and a pot out of his kit box. Vincent. Do you have the item box ability, Izuku? He saw it, that's why they were traveling so lightly. Izuku. Yes, but I have very little space, he said. Rita sad face, she approached, this magic stove looks amazing. She said, looking at the stove. Izuku. Then he remembered how in a shop, a guy tried to sell him a magic stove for 50 gold coins. Izuku, so I bought a regular portable stove from my online store, she thought. Do you want to help me, Eri? She saw her. Different. Yes, he agreed. Izuku. Nothing like eating something hot, I thought, lighting the stove and putting the pot of water on the fire. With the meal finished, Izuku put things away, and then everyone gathered around the stone they used as a table. Izuku sad face, she put the food out. I hope you like it. Eri helped me with the sandwiches. Werner. Enjoy. They all took a sandwich and ate, and were fascinated by the food. Frank. That's lovely. Ramon. The soup is very good, he said. Izuku. Really? We're glad to hear it, she said as she hid the soup wrappers. Vincent. I've never eaten such soft bread, he said while eating. Izuku. Yes, it's bread from our hometown. I had it in my box of supplies, he said. Werner. How can they give us something so precious? Izuku. Oh no, it's not that big of a deal. Right, Eri, she saw her. Different. Yes, he nodded, they're delicious, right? He said, eating a sandwich. Werner sad face smiled, then I won't hold back. Continued eating. Rit, I'm so glad I accepted this job. Vincent. At first, I thought it would be pathetic to escort only 2 people. Werner. Hey, he saw it. Izuku. Don't worry, I think I'd think the same, hee. Werner. Izuku and Eri must have their reasons, we won't interfere in their affairs. Izuku. Thank you, Werner, but in return, I'll look forward to the meals, he said. Izuku. Deal done, smiles. They were all walking along when Rita noticed some tree branches moving and then gestured for everyone to stop. Moths the size of dogs flew at them. Werner and Vincent stepped forward and drew their swords, managing to cut them in half. Different. Ah, part of a moth fell near him. Izuku. Calm down, I'm sticking her close to him. Now everyone was keeping watch over the place. After a few seconds, Rita returned to the group. Rita. There's a red boar, it seems agitated. Izuku. Wild boar, did they mean a pig? He thought. Werner. There's no need to go out of your way for a red boar, he said, then looked at Ramon. Ramon, can you make it come here? Ramon. Of course, she said, raising her wand and making a small sparkle appear from it. Then the boar appeared. Izuku. It's enormous. Surprised. Werner. Don't come any closer, Izuku, he said, standing in front of them both. Frank. Come here, he said to both of them. Everyone just watched as Werner and Vincent went after the boar. After a few minutes it fell dead. Izuku. So that's the sea range, astonished. Different. Oh, Rita, we should bleed it out immediately, he said, walking towards the boar. After cutting it and bleeding it out, Werner, the skin and tusks of the red boar sell for a good price. Vincent. Werner. S inevitable. Izuku. Huh, that's a big waste, he said, then looked at the meat. Why don't we put it all in my box? Werner. That would help us a lot. Izuku, with a bit of luck, it should fit, or at least that's what I'll make them believe. As dusk approached, they found a good place to camp. Izuku. We'll have dinner earlier tonight, he said. Werner, will we ever eat the same bread as before? Izuku, I have something else in mind tonight. I get things ready, but everyone came over to see what they would do. Izuku. We're a little embarrassed to be looked at like that, wait until I finish cooking. Different. Please, he asked. Okay, alright, they turned around. Izuku, actually, I don't want them to see us using ingredients from my store. Turned on the stove and put the pot on. First, I'll sauté the bacon, added it to the pot. Izuku, I add the cabbage and carrots and boil the potatoes well. I did as instructed and then added the water. I almost forgot the sausages, I added them. A few minutes later, Izuku tasted some of the stew with a small plate. Izuku. What do you think? Eri tried a little. Different. Oh, his eyes sparkled for a moment. Delicious. Izuku smiled. Izuku, don't burn yourselves, she said as Eri carefully passed a plate to Franka. Frank. Thank you. I passed the plate to Rita. Rita. Wow, soup for lunch today. She saw the food. Izuku. It's a stew, it's like a casserole of sausages and vegetables. After serving everyone, Izuku and Eri took their plates and sat down. All. Enjoy. They ate and remained silent. Izuku. Huh, he saw them. Different. Didn't they like it? Vincent's sad face, he ate quickly and held out his plate. Izuku. Can I have seconds? Rita. That's not fair. Me too. She held out her plate. Werner. If you happen to have any left over, she said as she held out her plate. Izuku. Huh, is it that good? She said, picking up the plates. Ramon. We usually eat dried meat and stale bread on our trips. Frank. It's so nice to eat something hot like this, she said with a smile. Izuku. I'm glad to hear it, she said, pouring more onto the plates. Rita. I don't know if it's because of the food, but I feel sharper than usual, she said, moving her arm slightly. Frank. My fatigue has disappeared. Izuku. I'm glad. She gave them the plates and noticed something. They act as if they've taken a miracle supplement, but I didn't add anything special. Ramon, a rich meal can easily affect a person's mood, he said. Izuku. I guess I should use value now. I use it on Rita and Izuku. Peef. He spat out the food. Vincent. Are you okay? He saw him. Izuku. The soup went down the other side, she said, coughing a little. Why are your stats like that? Is it because of my food? I used to add flavor enhancers to my food and noticed it had boosters. Izuku asterisk. Is this why? Now that I think about it, this is quite dangerous. For them, it's food from another world. Asterisk. Izuku. It even increases stats like strength and magic, if anyone finds out. He imagined himself being enslaved. I must keep it a secret, he continued eating. They all ate dinner peacefully, but unaware that bright eyes were watching them. The next day, they had all walked until night fell. Werner will reach the kingdom of Venan in a couple of days. After crossing the border, we'll reach a city in half a day. From here on, it's all forest. We should camp here for today, he said. Rita. I'm going to get some water, he said, leaving. Vincent. I will light the fire. Izuku. We're going to use the wild boar meat we collected earlier, let's go. Werner. Of course, my mouth is already watering. Izuku took out the board and then placed the meat on it. Izuku. I should keep the online store's ingredients a secret. I'll use every ingredient I can find, he thought, checking the knife before looking at Eri. Do you want to try cutting the meat? Different. Izuku. Don't worry, I'll be by your side to prevent danger. With the help of a small rock, Eri reached the meat. Izuku helped her hold the knife and they began to cut the meat. Izuku. First, We cut the meat into thin slices. I help Eri cut the meat. There's no need to worry about uneven cuts. They finished then. Izuku sad face. I take out a ginger sauce and pour it over the meat on the plate. While the meat marinates, we shred the cabbage like vegetable we picked. I cut the cabbage, and gave some to Eri, and he tried it too. Different. It's not like other meals, but it's delicious. Izuku. Right, you can't eat fried pork with ginger without cabbage, he said. He heated the pan with a little vegetable oil. He did as he said. Then, with the marinated meat, he put it in the pan. Werner's sad face smelled. What does it smell like? Vincent. That must be delicious, he said, dropping the firewood. Izuku. The meat should be completely covered in sauce, then the meat is cooked so that the marinade caramelizes in. Everyone looked at the food eagerly, and everyone took a seat with their plates ready. All enjoy your meal. They took a bite of the meat and Vincent. But what am I eating? It's delicious. Werner. Excellent. Rit. I've never tasted such delicious meat. Frank. I don't usually like wild boar meat, but this is a real delicacy, he said to Izuku. Izuku. Hee, I'm helping Eri cut her meat. I fried it in the pan with a pre-made marinade. Thanks, Ibarra Foods. Ramon. It's the first time I've eaten raw cabbage, but it goes really well with meat. He ate. Vincent. I love its texture softened by the heat of the meat. Werner. I had an idea. They saw how he put the meat and some cabbage on the bread to then eat it. How great. Rita. I want to too, she said, intending to do the same. Frank's sad face drank the soup. The soup takes away the feeling of fatty food, so I could eat without getting tired. Vincent. And me too. Izuku. Now that I think about it, is this what they call cabbage here? I asked. But then everyone made faces of fear and shock. Izuku, in our village, we call it call. He saw them. Werner. T-Tross. Different. After. Confused. Werner. Behind you. I point. Izuku and Eri turned around just to see. Izuku. Ah. Instinctively, he stood in front of Eri. Creature. Human, listen to me. Ramon. Fenrir. I saw the creature. Fenrir, give me that food. Didn't you hear me? Give it to me, he said. Izuku saw Werner, who nodded. Izuku sad face. I bring him his plate. Here you go. The Fenrir took the meat in his mouth and then ate it. Fenrir. It's not enough. Izuku saw Werner. Werner. Yes, yes. He nodded quickly. Izuku. I'll have to do another batch. Can you wait a moment? I asked somewhat fearfully. Fenrir. Hurry up. Izuku. I'm coming. She went to cook, and so it continued, cooking, cooking, cooking and cooking until the Fenrir was satisfied. Fenrir, it was delicious. Izuku. I'm glad to hear it, he said, exhausted. Different. Izuku went with him. Fenrir. I can't believe you were able to satisfy me with such a meager amount. He looked at Izuku. Izuku. A meager amount. Fenrir. I like you. I'm going to sign a contract with you. Izuku. A contract. Fenrir. Don't you understand? I'm saying I'm going to seal a family contract with you, he said, looking at Eri, who was trembling slightly. Is she coming with you? I can seal it with her too, he said, astonishing those with the iron will. Izuku. Familiar. It can't be. It's a talking creature terrorizing Werner's group. Can we really seal a contract with something like that? I thought. Then looked at Eri. Eri. Different. I'll follow you, she said, clinging to him. Izuku sad face. He smiled. Then looked at Fenrir. Okay, we'll do it. Fenrir. Well said. Come here. Pats his paw in front of him. Izuku and Eri approached him. The Fenrir closed his eyes and his forehead began to glow. He pressed his forehead to Izuku and Eri's, creating a great glow. They both saw their bodies glowing for a few seconds until it disappeared. Fenrir, the contract has been sealed. He went to bed. Now you are responsible for my well-being. Do you understand? Izuku, well-being. Those responsible. He saw it. Fenrir. Both. Ah. Fenrir, now that there's a family contract, they must give me a name, he said. Izuku. Huh. A name. Thought for a moment. Pochi. Said. Fenrir. I think you're underestimating me. He said, a little angry. Izuku, which one could it be? Let's see. Koro. Shiro. Hachi. Fenrir saw it are popular dog names in our land. Fenrir, not a dog. Izuku. Come on, don't be picky, he said, to the astonishment of Werner and his group. Do you have any ideas, Eri? Different. Well, she thought Fell, she said shyly. Izuku fell. What do you think? He saw Fenrir. Fenrir's sad face. I think about it for a moment. Yes. Fell. Everyone was walking, although people passing by moved aside when they saw Fell. Werner sigh. Izuku, what's wrong, Werner? He saw him. Werner. Nothing, we're almost at the border, right? I still don't know what to do. Izuku. What are you talking about? Vincent, no. We're sure to get stopped at the checkpoints. Rita, there's even a legend about a Fenrir that destroyed an entire country. Frank. It's not a legend. It's a historical fact, Rita. She said, astonishing some people. Werner, even though we can enter the country, Izuku and Eri have a family contract with a Fenrir, so the authorities of the kingdom of Venan will come after them. Izuku, we left Riseeger precisely so as not to get involved in that kind of thing. Don't worry, he approached. I'll take care of everything that gets in your way, he said, grunting slightly. Different. You'll take care of everything. He saw it. But let's get to the important part. Isn't it time to eat? He said. After finding a good spot, Izuku and Eri got things ready to cook, but Izuku noticed something. Izuku's sad face. I check in his item box. Oh my god. We don't have much iron will meat left. I take out what was left. Hey, I'm craving meat, he said next to Izuku. Izuku, we don't have much meat left because you keep asking for it. If you want it so badly, I'll hunt some down and cook it for you. He said. That makes sense. Wait a moment while I hunt. Everyone saw Fell take a great leap and then disappear into the nearby forest. Werner, Izuku, you can use our meat however you want. He saw it. Izuku, no. He must provide the ingredients he wants to eat, she said with a smile. Everyone looked at him with admiration. Rita, amazing. They can give orders to Fenrir. Vincent, they are my idols. Izuku, didn't he sign a contract with us just because he wanted to eat? He's nothing but a glutton. Something fell beside them, startling them. Werner. It is a stone bird. Different, a stone bird. Curious. Werner, yes, a B-rank monster. I don't know if our group could take one down, astonished. Ramon, the claws and beak sell for a good price. Izuku. We can't cut that, he saw Fell. Can we give you the other parts if you dissect them for us? I don't care as long as the meat is for me. Izuku, that's how it is. We'll leave it in your hands. He said. Of course. With the meat ready, Izuku was ready to cook. Izuku, if we eat poultry, I take out a teriyaki sauce. I cut the meat into steaks and put one on the already hot pan. Izuku, first, fry each side until golden brown. Then, absorb the excess oil and caramelize the meat in the sauce. And that's it, she said, drawing everyone's attention. Izuku, enjoy your meal. There's also soup, she said, serving them. Hey, where's my ration? He saw it. Izuku, you eat a lot, so I'll prepare everyone else's first. I'll get it ready for you, just wait a moment. She said. Different. Fell saw her extending her plate towards the sad face. She saw her and noticed her scars. No, you eat. The little ones need to eat well to grow strong. I'll wait. She lay down. Different, okay, she said, starting to eat. Izuku smiled and started cooking the portion of Fell. After almost the entire stone bird ended up in Fell's stomach, they continued walking until they saw the wall of the kingdom's border. Izuku. Many soldiers are coming out, he said, using a spyglass and watching several guards emerge at the border entrance. Werner, that's because Lord Fell is with us. I'll explain the situation. Wait here, he said as he left. Izuku. Won't anything happen to Werner? He saw him leaving. Vincent, surely our leader will convince them somehow. Different. I hope nothing bad happens, he said. At the border entrance, everyone stood with their hands up, surrounded by guards who had their spears ready. Commander, they say this Fenrir made a family contract with you and the girl. Is that true? He saw Izuku and Eri. Izuku, yes, that's true. Eri nodded. Everyone was amazed. Commander, I understand, in case Fenrir endangers our country and our people. Izuku. Just a moment, please. He asked and looked at Fell. Fell, you're a legendary monster, so they're worried you might cause trouble by entering their country. Different, you wouldn't do anything wrong, would you? He saw it. Up, don't compare me to other foolish magical creatures. As long as they don't try to harm us, I won't harm them. She said. Guards, they talk to him as if nothing's wrong. It's true that the Fenrir understand humans. Izuku. I can hear you, sir. Commander, it seems the Fenrir has indeed established a family contract with you. Understood, we will allow you entry, he said, cheering them up. However, you must keep the Fenrir well tied up. Izuku, of course. You know, Fell, stay here. I want to be responsible while we're here, he saw it, if anything happens. Up, enough is enough. Izuku, I just made sure you know. If you cause trouble, you don't get any food. He said. Uppa. Lowers ears. Izuku. We mean it, Eri nodded. Up. Okay. Werner, don't worry, he hasn't been violent in the time we've been together. He said to the commander. Rita. Izuku and Eri can even order Lord Fell to hunt his own food. Commander. So everyone went to the entrance. Guard, show me your guild cards. Those of the Iron Will took out their cards. Izuku, guild card. Confused. Guard, those without a guild card pay 5 silver coins to enter. Your family member costs 2, and the girl doesn't pay if she's under 13, he said. Werner. I'm sorry, I forgot to explain it to you, he looked at Izuku. Izuku. Eggs. After paying, they finally crossed the border. Retire in. Vincenti got scared when I saw us surrounded like that. Izuku, thank goodness, we're here thanks to all of you, he said. Werner, even so, they seem to be very busy. The local Margrave will eventually find out about the Fenrir's arrival. It won't be long before the king hears about it. Izuku, anyway, we weren't planning on staying in this country for very long. We'll just have to see what we do with Fell when the time comes. Werner, are you planning to travel? He saw them. Izuku, yes, we want to travel the world. Different. Yes, he agreed. Izuku, since I'm in a parallel world, I want to travel. It would also be great to travel and be able to earn money selling ingredients from the online store, I thought. Werner, in that case, join the Adventurers Guild or the Merchants Guild. If you're a member, you won't have to pay the entrance fee as before. Izuku, I understand. Then I should apply to join the Merchants Guild. I was thinking of setting up stalls to sell food or ingredients while we travel. Werner. I see. Vincent, even so, how will they butcher the monsters Lord Fell hunts? Rita. I probably only hunt enormous creatures, he said, extending his arms. Vincent, the adventurers will dissect them and buy what they don't need. Izuku, I understand, but the truth is, I'm not the adventurous type. Different. Adventurer, he imagined Izuku wearing armor like Werner's. Frank, if you're not sure, why not sign up for both? Izuku. Can I do it? Frank, not many people do it, but it's possible. Ramon, in any case, they can decide when we arrive in the city. After walking a little further, they arrived at the city. Izuku, do we also have to pay to enter the city? I take out the coins and pay, what a harsh world. As they were walking, a man appeared in front of Izuku and Eri. Man, are you Mr. Izuku and Miss Eri? I am a follower of Margrave Lindel, he said, taking Izuku's hand. He is aware of the amazing familiar and wishes to invite you to his estate. Izuku, but we don't want to meet him, Eri stood behind him. I'm sure the meeting with my master will benefit them greatly. Izuku, no. Mere travelers couldn't possibly meet with someone so important, somewhat awkward. Mano, there's no need to be so polite. Izuku, no, that's not true. Eri clung to his leg. Man, please, I insist. Both. No. Then Fell's shadow covered them. Don't you understand that they don't want to meet with him? Man, this must be Lord Fenrir. You're invited too. He just wants my power, doesn't he? Mano. No, not at all. And with that, the guy ran away scared. Izuku. Fell, you went too far, she said while petting Eri to calm her down. Everything is fine now. Different. Yes, I take Izuku's hand. These kinds of people don't learn unless you do something, he said. Werner, are you all right, Izuku? He saw them. Nobles usually take great care of their reputation. Don't worry, if they do something, We'll just have to respond appropriately. Frank, to begin with, I doubt the Margrave has enough soldiers to face Lord Fell. Vincent, of course, the only thing I could use against him is an ancient dragon. Izuku, a dragon? I asked in amazement. I've seen Yukyu, but never a real dragon. That's right, that creature is the only thing that can match me in combat, he said. Vincent, had you ever faced one before? About 400 years ago, he said, to everyone's astonishment. Rita, incredible, I wish I had seen it. Werner, hey guys, we'll go to the guild after Izuku signs. All. Yes, Werner, sign here that we've finished the job. I pass the mission note to Izuku. Izuku's signature. I take the pencil and start writing. It seems I can write normally. It must be another skill we gained when we were summoned. I hand the note back to Werner. Werner, we parted ways here. It's been a great experience. Frank, thank you for such a delicious meal, she said with a smile. Ramon, it has been a wonderful trip. Izuku. We're glad to hear it, smiled. Different, thank you for your help. Izuku patted his head. All. Have a good trip. See you. Take care. Thank you, they said in the distance. Izuku and Eri waved goodbye to them. Izuku, very well. Eri, Fell, let's go to the merchants' guild, he said. Do you want to become a merchant? They started walking. Izuku, I hope so, but I'm also thinking of joining the adventurers' guild. In any case, you'll have to keep hunting your own food. Izuku, we can also make a living by selling other parts. We can sell skin and claws, right? That doesn't matter to me, eating well is my only requirement. Izuku, I know. Izuku, this must be the merchants' guild. He saw the building. The three of them entered and the people inside were shocked to see Fell. Izuku, sad face, I arrive with the receptionist, excuse me. Miss, sad face, astonished. Izuku, I would like to register as a merchant. Fell lay down and Eri sat beside him. Miss, let me explain the procedure. I took out a book and opened it in front of Izuku. We are an organization not affiliated with any country. Miss, there are 5 ranks in the merchants' guild. Your rank will determine your annual dues, the type of business you can run, and its size. He saw it. Mr. Izuku, what kind of merchant do you want to be? Izuku, I'd like to start as a street vendor and maybe open a food stall, he said. Miss, then the lowest range, iron, will be the most appropriate for you. A few minutes passed until the registration was complete. Miss, this is your guild card, Mr. Izuku. Izuku's sad face, she took it and looked at it. Yes. Do they sell items here? Miss, yes, but it depends on what you want to sell. Izuku. Then, I'll bring the merchandise tomorrow. Later, in the stables behind an inn. Izuku, the monsters can't enter the inn, you'll have to stay outside. He saw Fell. I don't care. What I do care about is that I'm quite hungry, he said. Izuku, now that I think about it, we haven't eaten. We'll have dinner a little earlier tonight. Different, can I have an apple? He saw Izuku. Izuku. Sure, but only one since we're going to have dinner, she said, taking things out. Eri nodded and took an apple from her circa. Different, sad face, saw Fell. Do you want some? Takes out another apple. Sad face, she smelled the apple and took it in her mouth. She took a bite, not bad. Izuku, this should be enough for Fell. Saw the mountain of steaks. I'm starting to miss the taste of rice. Opened the store. If I want to start cooking rice, I'll need another gas stove, which will require more money. What does it matter? It doesn't hurt to have another stove. Bought it, and Eri should eat a more varied diet. Saw the checkout appear. Oops, I almost forgot the most important thing. Continued shopping. Sad face, sniffed. Hey, is it ready yet? Looked at Izuku. Izuku, it just needs to be cooked. Wait a bit, she said, putting a steak in the pan. Perfect. Listen to that sizzling. I love the smell of the meat frying. She flipped the steak. I like my meat medium rare, and it seems Eri does too, but Fell will prefer it rare. He saw Fell next to him drooling. Izuku, very good. Now we'll plate it and finish it off with this. I take out a meat sauce and pour it over the steak. Different, here you go. Fell, he placed the plate in front of him. Sad face, ate delicious. Give me more. Izuku. I'm coming. He gave her another steak and Fell took it in his mouth, but then he noticed something. Does it taste different than before? He saw them. Izuku, did you notice? The first one is garlic sauce and the second one is grated radish sauce, she said, showing the sauces. Up sad face 8. Do you have different flavors? Izuku next, onion sauce. This one is truffle, she said as Eri poured the sauces over the steaks. Up sad face 8. The steaks, it's incredible that the same meat can taste so different, licked his lips. Now I want the first sauce again. Izuku. Garlic sauce, huh. Different. Did you like it? He saw it. Up. Yes, he nodded. Izuku, here you go. With garlic sauce. Eri put the plate in front of Fel and he ate. Oh, it'll be ready soon. He looked at the other pot. I wait a few more minutes and remove the lid. Izuku, oh. He saw the rice. If you put thinly sliced steak on top of freshly steamed rice and drizzle it with gravy. He served Eri and they both sat down. Both enjoy your meal. They ate. How delicious. Izuku, the combination of flavor and oil with the rice and sauce is perfect. She continued eating. Different. This is delicious. Izuku smiled. They both ate while being watched by Faye. Up. After eating, Izuku was washing the dishes while Eri handed them to him. Up. I always thought grains weren't edible, but that was delicious. Izuku, right. Rice is the best. What a joy to eat rice in another world. Thanks to my online store, I keep the dishes in its circa. In the inn room, Izuku finished tucking Eri in, who had already fallen asleep. Izuku, now she sleeps more peacefully. She looked at her and then lay down. Finally, I'm sleeping in a bed again. What a day. We crossed the border and I joined the guild. Ah. She got up. Before I go to sleep, I need to get ready for tomorrow. The next day at the merchants' guild, the employees were cleaning until Izuku and Eri entered. Izuku and other. Good morning. They went to the receptionist who had attended to Izuku before. Miss, good morning, Mr. Izuku, Miss Eri. He saw them. Izuku, I came to sell my merchandise. As I said yesterday, he placed a bag and a glass on the bar. Is this it? Miss, I'm going to take a look. She opened the bag and was surprised. Excuse me a moment, please. She went to another room. Izuku, wow, was that a bad idea? Asterisk. Izuku and Eri looked somewhat confused, but after a few seconds the young lady returned. Miss Mr. Izuku, come to the back room, this way. He pointed to the door. An older man was checking what Izuku had brought. M.G. Guild Master, in all my years as Guild Master, I have never seen salt and pepper of such high quality. It could even be presented to royalty as a valuable gift. He said, allow me to buy it all for you. Izuku, sad face, smiled. Duh. M.G.W. here, did you get something like that? He saw it. Izuku. On our trips, she said, to avoid talking about her shop, I especially asked Eri not to tell anyone about the online shop. She saw her drinking from a juice that was given to her. M.G.M.Y. apologies, but merchants need to conceal their sources to keep their businesses open. Regarding the purchase price, Izuku. Huh, no way. They only cost me 5 copper coins. I understand that pepper used to be worth its weight in gold, but really? M.G. I was afraid of that. It's still not much, is it? Izuku saw it. In that case, how about 15 gold coins for both of us? Izuku, did the price go up? Did he think I was hesitating? Well, M.G. Well, 16 coins. Izuku, he went back up. Asterisk. M.G. Okay, 17 coins. I can't go any higher. He said. Izuku, yes, that sounds good to me. They both sat down, somewhat agitated. Different, was that good? She thought, somewhat confused as she watched them. Izuku, I converted 5 copper coins into 17 gold coins, really? Asterisk. M.G. Can you confirm the amount? The young lady placed the coins on a tray. Izuku, I shouldn't do this often. The profit is too great, but I appreciate the quick cash. I thought, taking the coins. They both left the building. Izuku, this should last us a while. He saw some adventurers pass by. All I have left is. Asterisk. Izuku, this must be the adventurers' guild. They both entered, and were seen by some adventurers. Izuku, I can feel their eyes on me, but I have to do this for Eri and Fel's meals. Hang in there. They arrived with the receptionist. Excuse me, I'd like to register. The girl saw him. Girl, sad face, I hand him a sheet. Fill this out. The registration fee is 5 silver coins. Izuku took the pencil. Izuku name and weapon. Short sword, I suppose. And I have a relative. He finished and gave the blade to the girl. Girl put a drop of blood on this card, I throw it to him. Izuku did it and after a few minutes they gave him his card. Girlio'll start at rank G, the lowest. You can only accept G or F rank missions, you're already enrolled. He said. Izuku. Huh, aren't you going to explain how the guild works or anything? I asked. Girl. What should I explain? He saw it. Izuku, how do ranks and missions work? Girl, sad face, sigh. Adventurers have 7 ranks. S, then A through G. Your membership expires. At rank G, you must accept at least 1 mission per month. He said. Girl, furthermore, the union is not responsible if you are injured or killed on the job. Izuku asterisk, that is to say, adventurers must be completely self-sufficient, he thought. Izuku and Eri went to the bulletin board where the available missions were listed. Izuku, okay, G rank. I'm looking for a mission. Different. Izuku, that one has flowers. I point to one. Izuku, sad face, I take the note, it looks good. A mission to collect medicinal herbs. Good eye. Eri, I patted her on the head, we'll leave tomorrow. In the stables of the inn. Up. I'm hungry. Izuku. I'm coming, she said, cooking. Up. I want to eat yesterday's steak, he said. Izuku, you really like that meat sauce. Up. I don't mind eating that every day. Izuku. What? We would hate it. We want to eat more delicious things, right, Eri? She saw her. Different. More delicious things. She drooled a little while eating her steak. Up. What? I can't ignore that comment. Are there any tastier things? She looked at Izuku. Izuku, that's right. For now, we're going to have steak, she served him. Tomorrow I'll make something different. Up. Sad face 8, I really want to try it, even so, this is still good. Izuku. Don't talk with your mouth full, he said, but realized something, now that I think about it, wasn't garlic dangerous for dogs and cats? I should use value, I used it on feline. Ah, what the heck is this? Izuku fell. You're amazing. Up. Why do you say it's obvious? He said while eating. Izuku, well, to me you're just a glutton. I smile. Up. What's wrong? He saw him. Izuku, no, nothing, hee. Chibi mode. On. The members of Iron Will were having dinner. Vincent, sad face, he ate some of her flesh and then sighed. Werner, what's wrong, Vincent? He saw him. Vincent, nothing, it's just that I miss good food. Rita, me too. I want to eat what Izuku and Eri used to make again, she said. They all nodded. Vincent, do you think Izuku and Eri will open a restaurant somewhere? Frankie would go without a second thought. Ramon, I'd also like to see Lord Fell again. I'm sure he'll tell us some interesting stories, he said. Werner, yes, I hope we meet again someday. They all gazed at the starry sky as they remembered them. Izuku and Eri were in the stables of the inn. Izuku was stretching while Eri was somewhat sleepy. Izuku, what a lovely day. Perfect for gathering medicinal herbs. She went towards the well. Up. Izuku, this is my first job as an adventurer. I'll waste my registration fee if I don't do anything for a month. Let's get to work. I grabbed the bucket and draw water from the well. Izuku and Eri washed their faces and dried them with a towel, then Fell approached them, though more towards Izuku. Up. How dare you ignore me? Izuku, you're too close, your whiskers are tickling me. I move him away a little. Different. What's wrong, Fell? He saw him. Up. Food comes before missions and everything else, give me meat. He said, mainly to Izuku. Izuku, I'm coming. You start the day with a big appetite. He saw it. Later, the three of them were in a meadow enjoying the breeze. Izuku, what a nice breeze. Up. I'm still hungry, he said. Izuku, there's nothing we can do about it, we didn't have many ingredients left, he said, and Fell saw it. What if we gather medicinal herbs while you hunt? He suggested. Up. Yes, he took a few steps, but stopped. Izuku, what's happening? He saw it. Up. I wouldn't want anything to happen to them while I'm gone. They both looked at him. I sense the presence of several monsters around here. He said. Different monsters? I asked with some fear. Up. Don't worry, he approached them. Take. Her forehead glowed, and then a kind of magical dome covered Izuku and Eri. They both saw their bodies glow until the glow disappeared. Up now, you're safe. I'm going hunting. You prepare the food, she said to Izuku as she ran off. Izuku, for a moment, I was impressed, but then her gluttony showed. She took out the mission note. Well, let's get to work. Let's see. Caillou grass and Maj grass, she said while showing Eri the drawings of the herbs. You just have to use valor. Izuku and Eri used it and started searching. Izuku. There's only grass here. I noticed one that said, Caillou grass. Here he approached and took the grass that was like a flower but with purple petals. Different. This one. I take the same one as Izuku from the other side. Izuku. Yes, well done. Eri smiled. Oh, here's more. Took another one. Different. And here I take another one. Izuku sad face. I take another one. So this is the Maj herb. I saw the flower with white petals. With the task now finished, they both saw how many they had gotten. Izuku will finish right away. Izuku, it's okay if I pick more than I need, right? He looked at Eri. It's still early, but let's get the food ready. Can you put the flowers away, Eri? He opened the tent. Different. Yes, I take them and carefully put them in her bag. Izuku, we no longer have monster meat, so we should control our spending. I buy the things in a large box appears beside me. Izuku sad face opened the box. Minced beef and pork, cans of sauce and pasta. Looked at the items. They both set the table and put things on it. Izuku, let's begin. Different. Yes, he nodded. Izuku first. Chop the onions, he said. Different. I wiped away some tears. Izuku. Onions sometimes make you cry, hee, she said. Then saute them until they're tender. She put them in the pot and started stirring them. Next, add the minced meat. She did as she was told. Izuku, when it's cooked through, add the cans of sauce. I opened them and added them with the rest. Now add a little stock. I added it. Up. It smells delicious, he said upon arriving. Izuku and Eri saw him, and noticed that he had the body of a stone bird holding him by the neck with his mouth. Izuku, a stone bird. Up, the teriyaki you made was so delicious that I went looking for another one. I was hunting other prey, but I managed to bring them all back. I left them at the edge of the forest. He said. Izuku. Well, we'll look for them later, she said, continuing to cook. Add an adequate amount of salt and the pasta that was on sale. She did as she said with the other pot. We could eat soft Neapolitan noodles, but today we'll make them al dente. When the pasta was ready, I put a good amount on a plate and then poured the meat sauce over the pasta. Izuku. Very well, all set. No. One moment. Opened the shop. I know we don't need to add it, but it completely changes the flavor. I bought something and a small box appeared and he caught it. Izuku. It helped Eri and fell. Up, what is this? He took the spaghetti with his paw and smelled it. Will we eat boiled vines? Izuku. No. In our world it's a dish called spaghetti. It's very good. She served herself and sat down. Different. Sad face. Ate. Oh, this is delicious. Izuku smiled. Up, sad face. Ate. Oh. I'll swallow them like they're nothing. Interesting. Continued eating. There's not much meat, but it's still delicious. Izuku. Try this too. It's grated cheese. I take the container and add it to the spaghetti. Different. I want some too. Izuku poured some on her food and she ate it. Oh. Up, the flavor intensified. Izuku. Right. Ate. The food tastes the same as in my old world. Even though I don't know the way home, I can still eat the same old things. I just hope mom is okay. Up, it was delicious. Izuku and Eri saw it. Izuku PFF'd. Look at your face. Ha ha ha. Up, what? What are you laughing at? He saw it. Eri saw fell. Different. Yay. Izuku and fell saw her. Izuku. I hadn't heard her laugh or smile. Smiles, hee. In the forest, Izuku and Eri were staring in amazement at the mountain of monster bodies that Fell had hunted. Izuku. Just seeing their names makes me think they're lethal. I think using the appraisal tool and seeing names like Black Snake and Killer Grizzly Bear. Now they were both storing the monsters in their circa. Oh. Izuku'll ask you, just in case. He saw Fell as all this for your meals. He put away the black snake. Up. Of course. Izuku. I understand about the snake and the bear, but these, saw and orcs, the ones that always appear in fantasy stories, are orcs edible? Can you really eat them? Up. Yes, humans have been eating them for a long time, he said. Izuku. I see, so, it's normal to eat bipedal pigs. This world scares me a little, I thought. Izuku and Eri finished putting away the monsters. Izuku, now that we're finished, let's return to the city. I'll hand this into the guild before the day is over. Up, climb on my back. If you walk, it will take us a long time. He said, crouching down slightly. Izuku. Huh, are you sure? Well, here we go. Up, he helped Eri up and then climbed on behind her. Different how soft, she thought, feeling Fell's fur. Up, let's go. He started running. Then he started running much faster, surprising Izuku and Eri. Izuku. That was fast. Holds Eri tightly. Fell arrived in front of the adventurers' guild. Up we arrived, he saw them. Izuku, aw. That speed was incredible, but I don't think we can handle it. He got off, somewhat dazed. Up, only a weakling would complain about something like that. He saw it. Izuku, what if we fall? Up, it's not my problem. It would have been his fault, he said. Izuku. Oh, really? But if we die, you won't be able to eat otherworldly food again. Uppa. Lowers ears. Izuku, are you okay? Eri. He saw her with her hair all messed up. Oh. Different. Fast, amazed. Izuku lowered her and fixed her hair, then entered the guild. Girl, you brought a lot of things, she said, looking at the herbs. Izuku. Huh, is this wrong? Girl, no. I'm just impressed for a G rank rookie. Izuku. We found a field full of. Eri nodded. Girl, they found a whole meadow. They were lucky, he said, checking the herbs. Izuku asterisk, is he talking more now? I thought. Girl, 8 silver coins for the Kaiu herb and 1 silver coin and 3 copper coins for the Maj herb. I leave the money on a tray next to his card and then leave. Izuku. Oh, we also have monsters, like orcs. Can we sell them to you? Girl, sad face, he stopped and saw them. Orcs. Izuku, well, we didn't hunt them down, it was our relative who was out there. I point out the window. The girl saw Fell yawn and. Girl's sad face, he reacted and coughed. The window for selling larger prey is over there. He pointed to his side. Izuku, she blushed. She blushed, didn't she? Asterisk. Butcher, hey, what do you want to sell? Izuku and Eri approached him. Izuku, well, we have a lot. I take out an orc, but we wanted to start with 5 orcs. Butcher, wait a minute. What do you mean, start with 5 orcs? We won't have enough room. Come to the back room, he said. In the back room. Butcher. I see, so it was you two. There are rumors about you two. He said, removing the lock and opening the doors. Izuku, rumors. Butcher, they speak of a young man and a girl who turned a Fenrir into their familiar. Izuku, ah. Well, let's get them out. Izuku and Eri brought out the monsters, and the butcher was amazed at the number of monsters. Butcher. Butcher, they are B rank monsters with some A rank monsters as well. Izuku, all these monsters are edible, right? I asked. Butcher, of course, didn't you know their delicacies? Izuku, thank goodness. We only want the meat they have. I don't mind selling the rest of the pieces to the guild. Butcher, are you sure? That's a lot of meat, he saw them. Izuku. We have to feed a glutton, she glanced at Fell who was drooling. Butcher, yes. Even so, there are a lot of monsters. I'll try to work quickly, but I won't finish until tomorrow. He said, when you pay me for the parts, I'll deliver the order. Izuku, oh, excuse me, could you first prepare the meat of one of these monsters? Butcher. For today's meal? He asked, then saw an orc, the orcs. He saw them, both. Butcher, don't you like it? The meat is delicious. Up, it's been a while since I've eaten orc, we'll eat that. Butcher. Very good. Wait a moment. They watched as the orc cut until he gave them the meat. In the stables of the inn. Izuku was looking at the orc meat thoughtfully. Izuku, how did you cook it? I don't want to just fry it in a pan. I look in her box, yes, I should use the parsley and grated cheese. I take the things out, nothing goes bad in our boxes, but I prefer to use them up. Eri, with Izuku's help, cut the meat into steaks. Izuku chopped the meat more finely. He did as instructed, add salt and pepper. Eri did it. Izuku beat some eggs in a bowl and then added the grated cheese to the egg. Izuku, first, I'll make the version with just cheese. Beat the eggs and cheese, coat the meat thinly with flour, did so, and soak it in the beaten egg, did as instructed. He put the steak in the pan. Izuku, the meat is thin, so it will cook quickly. I'll have to watch it so it doesn't burn. Now, a version with parsley, I add it to the egg to then soak the steaks in it. Take the meat out when it's cooked through. She put the steaks on the plate. Up sad face, she approached and saw the food. My mouth is watering. Different. Oh. I drool a little looking at the food. Izuku, I'm not finished yet. We still had some meat sauce left over from the meal. Poured the sauce over the steaks. Oh. Isn't that a perfect way to use up leftovers? Up sad face, eaten. It has a light flavor with a soft and fluffy texture. I could eat it forever. The red substance is a great addition. Izuku. Let's eat. Izuku and Eri were going to eat, but UPORC meat is more tender than boar meat. He said while eating. Izuku, we almost forgot, saw the steak. They saw Fell eating. They both mustered up their courage and took a bite. Different. How delicious. She continued eating. It's very soft. Izuku, what is this? It's like gourmet pork. It's finger-licking good. Continued eating. Don't judge an ingredient without trying it first. The next day, in the back room of the Adventurers Guild. Izuku, good morning, she said at the door. Butcher, sad face, opened the door. Hello, I have yours now. Izuku. Yes, this should last us a while. Butcher, and this is your reward for the parts you sold us. He placed a large bag full of coins on the table. After subtracting the cost of dismantling them, you have 202 gold coins left. Izuku opened the bag, looking at the coins. Izuku, awe. In shock, that much. Butcher, what? Don't they know the price of monsters? He looked at them. It doesn't matter how powerful your familiar is if the owner has no idea about these things. He went to the bar. Look at these orc testicles, for example. They're an important ingredient in aphrodisiacs. He showed the jar with the testicles. Izuku paled slightly as he covered Eri's eyes. Butcher, red boar hides are useful, and their tusks are used in crafts. Stonebird feathers are also prized, she said as Izuku and Eri looked at the things. Oh, I almost forgot this. He gave Izuku some shiny purple stones. Butcher, they're magic stones, stones filled with magic. They're found in A-rank monsters and higher. Izuku saw them and then passed one to Eri. Different. How beautiful. She saw the stone. Butcher, that was all. Izuku, thank you for the explanation. Smiles. Butcher. Yes, by the way, he saw Fio lying down. His familiar is really a Fenrir, isn't it? Isn't it a big wolf? Izuku, a big wolf. Butcher, there are conflicting rumors. Some say it's a great wolf, and others say it's clearly a Fenrir. Ha ha ha. Well, from my experience as a former adventurer, it has to be a Fenrir because of its size. Now the three of them were walking through the city. Izuku asterisk, that was good information. If I say he's a big wolf, maybe there won't be so much fuss. Anyway, we should go deeper into the country and away from the border, he thought. Up. Understanding. Izuku, I already have my guild card and I've earned more money than usual. Fell and Eri. Understand, Izuku. Izuku, Eri, Fell, we can't stay in the same place. We have to leave the city as soon as possible, he said. Up, I don't care, but food is more important. That mountain of meat made me hungry. Izuku. Hee, your dedication as a gourmet is truly impressive. Up, that doesn't sound like a compliment. Izuku, it is, believe me. So they left the city and walked until evening came, and they also found a good place to spend the night. Izuku will stay here tonight. We've come this far to leave in such a hurry. Up, if they knew how to ride better, we would have gone much further. And most importantly, Izuku, I know, dinner, right. I'll make it. He was going to take things out of his circa, but something occurred to him. Izuku, hey, Fell, we made a fortune thanks to you, let's treat ourselves this time. He opened the shop. Fell approached and Izuku carried Eri so she could see the store. Izuku, what do you want? I asked. Up, out of this world food. The best thing is the meat. Different, I'm fine with meat too. Izuku, I'll still buy him some boiled vegetables. He needs to eat well after all. Okay, I check the food, prepared food from famous brands, huh. Izuku, crispy fried chicken marinated in sauce, Chinatown dumplings, and juicy minced meat cutlets, he said, looking at the food. There are many options. Then I hear drops of water. Izuku. Huh, is it raining? He looked at the sky and it was clear. then he saw Fell drooling profusely. Up. Izuku I'm almost done. Wait a little, then he saw Eri drooling a little, she too. I bought the food and 2 large boxes appeared. Izuku's sad face, she opened the boxes and took out the containers. It's nice and warm. And it looks freshly made. He opened the containers and served Fell. Izuku. Up. Oh, ate, yes. This meat has an unknown shape, but it's all delicious. Izuku also served Eri some, although hers had boiled carrots and broccoli in it. Different, thank you. She ate a carrot. Oh, this is delicious and sweet. Izuku, I'm glad, I smile. Up, this thick sauce is exquisite. She ate another one, it's crispy on the outside, but so tender on the inside. Izuku. I'm glad to hear it, now I have time to prepare the main course. She put the steak in the pan, let's go all out and buy a black Wagyu steak. He served it to Fell. Up. It's quite small, he saw the steak on his plate. Izuku couldn't compare it to monster meat, just 250 grams cost me 2 silver coins. Up, I understand, I'll try it. He took it in his mouth and, is this meat so tender? He ate, it's incredible. What a flavor. Izuku, right, the cattle for this meat have been raised with the utmost care to obtain the best marbling. She said, cooking. Up, what, does your world raise livestock, just to eat it in a more delicious way? Izuku. Don't they raise domesticated animals for food here? He saw it. Up, no, this world is full of beasts. Just hunt them and eat them. Izuku. I see, he served her another steak. Up, sad face Eden, it seems that apart from heroes, there is also a passion for food in your world. Izuku, yes, the country we come from never skimps when it comes to food. They eat their food and sit down, they always have new foods and flavors. Up, I understand, that's why your food is so delicious. She licked her lips. Izuku's sad face ate, it's not just me, it's my online store in the food industry, and also my mom who taught me to cook. At night, Izuku, I'm full, I'm going to burst, he said, lying down. Different, me too, about his stomach. Up. It was delicious. Every time I eat your food, I feel full of energy. Especially today, I feel capable of easily defeating the ancient dragon I fought against. He said, seeing his paw glowing with his magic. Izuku. What, to that extent? Fell, can I use a praise on you? He nodded and used it. He rubbed his eyes and looked again. Izuku asterisk a 50% increase. Really? He thought in amazement. Up, it's a waste to stay put, I'm going hunting. Izuku. Right now. Different, what if monsters come? He saw it. Fell put up the magic barrier, but now it shone brighter and was bigger. Up, right now. My barrier could even protect you from the dragon's breath. I'm leaving. He ran off. Izuku took out a portable lamp and turned it on. Izuku, I don't think he'll be back soon, we should go to sleep. I take the cardboard boxes out of their storage, then flatten them on the floor and then put the futon down. They both went to bed. Izuku, it's been a while since I slept on a futon. Different, how soft it is, yawn. Izuku, we will trust in the barrier of faith and we will not sleep. They both fell asleep. With Fell, he was running through the forest. Up, I feel my body much lighter than usual. Then he stopped when he saw a stone bird in front of him, which roared at him in a threatening manner. Up. A petrified bird, at great speed it struck him with its claw, killing him, that outraged the adversary. Then he looked up and noticed a giant deer on a cliff, but then a great bolt of lightning struck the deer, killing it. Up, sad face, I jump and land with the deer, it seems my lightning magic is too much for a giant deer. Then he looked out and noticed several orcs growling at him. Fell jumped, landing in the middle of the orc army, and then created a great tornado, managing to kill them all. Then I noticed another orc arriving, but he was taller and had a kind of crown, this one roared like a Fell. Up. Wow, you don't usually see orc generals. The orc general went against Fell and struck with his mace, but Fell had disappeared before the blow landed. Up, even so, he is another indignant adversary. He said, behind the orc general, then finish him off with his claws. Fell took him in his mouth to carry him away. But I notice another creature in front of him. This was a lion with a second head that appeared to be some kind of bull, and its tail was the body of a snake with its own head. A chimera. This growled at Fell. Are you trying to intimidate me? But the chimera began to create a great fireball from its mouths. I won't allow it. In the morning. Different. Izuku woke up suddenly. Izuku, what's wrong? Eri hugged him. Then I noticed 3 columns made from monster bodies. Izuku. What? Saw fell. I was having so much fun that I overdid it with the hunting, he said, sitting down. Izuku's sad face looked beside him. This is a chimera. Normally, I have trouble finishing them off, but I killed it with a single attack. Izuku. With one. He was surprised while petting Eri to calm her down. I'll take measures. Chibi mode. On. In a restaurant were the blonde lady and the brunette girl who had served Izuku and Eri. Girl sad face, sigh. Miss, what's wrong, Bianca? He saw her. You seem to be suffering from lovesickness. Bianca. Heartbreak. Maybe you're right. Miss, what? It can't be. You. He saw her. Who is it? Bianca, it doesn't matter anymore. I don't think I'll ever see him again. Miss. Isn't that the young man who came to register with both guilds? Is that your type? I didn't know. She smiled. Well, he's rather young, but he seems good with children. She remembered how he took care of Eri. Bianca, he was so handsome and had such a divine presence. Blushing, and he was so furry. Remembering fell. Miss, yes, he agreed. Near a forest and an artificial road, the 3 were having breakfast. I can't believe the crocodile is so delicious, he said while eating. Izuku, the trick is to fry it slowly face down until the skin is crispy. She served him more. Sad face, it's lighter than the stone bird, but it has a unique flavor. Izuku took his plate of sandwiches and sat next to Eri. Different. Yum took a bite of his jelly sandwich. Izuku sad face ate of his sandwich. It's like the difference between chicken and duck, they both have their own flavor. Yes, I should hunt another stone bird. Izuku, now that I think about it, do you use magic when you hunt monsters? I asked. Sometimes I use claws and teeth, but magic is an effective method for eliminating many at once. Izuku. I understand. I am the best at wind magic because I was blessed by the goddess Ninrir. She used her magic to create a breeze around Izuku and Eri. Different. Wow, Izuku. It's real magic. I've never seen anything like it. Amazed. The barrier I applied to them was also magical. Izuku, well, that didn't seem like magic to me. Do you think we can use magic too? He saw it. They can if they have magic power, he said lying down. Izuku's sad face opened her status magic. Magic. She saw that she had 100 magic and then saw Eri's status which also said 100. It seems we have some magic and Eri has healing magic, but how do we use it? What? You just think about using it and that's it, he said, confusing them both. I repeat. If you want to use wind magic, you can use it just by thinking about it. Izuku fell seems like an intuitive genius. Maybe we shouldn't have asked him. Just thinking about it, Is it like a quirk? Do I have to create a mental image of it? He looked at his hands. He took a few steps forward and concentrated. Izuku, fire magic. Fireball, it's done. Fireball. He extended his arm. But nothing happened. What are you doing? Izuku blushed. Different Izuku. She saw him. Izuku, how embarrassing. She curled up into a ball. You cannot use magic if you do not let it flow through you. Izuku. What do you mean? He saw it. It's difficult to explain the feeling in words. I approach them. I'm going to move the magic inside my body. Touch me and you will feel its flow. Izuku and Eri placed their hands on fell, and then he began to move his magic. Different. Izuku. And, do you understand now? He looked at them. Izuku. A little, he said, looking at his hands. Now they just need to practice. Izuku, great. Let's do it. Izuku was pointing his hand towards a can that was a few meters away from him. Izuku. Fireball. A small fireball formed in his hand. He threw it towards the can, but it dissolved before it touched it. Izuku. Your level is extremely low. Izuku. How are you doing, Eri? He saw her. Different. A small spark came from his hand almost there. Their lack of growth was to be expected with such mediocre training. They should gain combat experience. Izuku, the truth is, I've never fought, not even held a sword. I don't know if I can do it. Up, we won't know if they don't try. Izuku, but Eri could get hurt. Up, suffering minor injuries is part of the process. Furthermore, Eri will not engage in combat yet. Izuku. Well, up we're going. He hoisted Eri onto his back, grabbed Izuku's shirt with his mouth, and ran off. Izuku, wait. Now the three of them were hiding while watching some goblins. Up, those goblins are perfect for you, try your fireball. Izuku. I don't know if this is going to work, he said, looking at the goblin settlement. Up, just go and attack them. Izuku, aren't there too many? I don't know if I'll be able to. Up, coward. If you don't attack, I'll do it instead, he said, standing up. He let out a great howl, attracting the attention of the goblins. And with that, Izuku ran while being chased by the goblins. Izuku. Good heavens. Up, now you'll have to fight them, he said, running up a hill with Eri riding on him. Cast the spell and remember that feeling. I'm going to hunt higher level goblins and teach Eri, he said, then left. Izuku, hey. He watched him leave. You heartless beast. Different. Up, don't worry, she'll be fine, trust me, she said. Izuku kept running until an axe was stuck in the ground in front of him. Izuku, take this. Fireball. He threw 2 fireballs at them. Good. It works. I must keep my distance and keep attacking. He kept running, but tripped over a tree root. A goblin leapt towards him. Izuku covered himself, but the goblin's blow was stopped by the feline barrier. Izuku, the barrier. Thank goodness, but he saw the goblins hitting the barrier. You can do it, Izuku. Asterisk. He continued launching several fireballs until he saw what appeared to be the last ones. Izuku, fireball. I created a larger fireball and threw it at the goblins, creating a huge explosion. Izuku. I did it, that was it. He fell to the ground. The fireball, I imagined. I have no strength left. There are still goblins. Then he saw the cat's paw. Up, it seems you can do it if you try. Izuku fell. Take care of the rest. He fainted. At night, Izuku was waking up. Izuku, what? The goblins. He stood up. Up, you're finally awake, he said, lying down with Eri asleep and resting on top of him. How was your first battle? I'm sure it was worth it. Izuku. I guess it wasn't so bad, but I wouldn't want to repeat something like that without training first. Up, what are you talking about? That last fireball you threw was pretty good. Izuku saw it. Thanks to me, now they can use magic. Izuku, you just wanted the credit. Then Eri woke up. Different. Izuku went with him. Izuku. Don't worry, I'm fine, I smile. Different, sad face. She saw a scratch on Izuku's arm. You have a wound. Izuku, oh, I should have gotten it when I tripped, but it's nothing serious. But he saw Eri approach him and place her hands on the scratch. A green glow appeared above the scratch and then disappeared after a few seconds. Izuku, wow, is that your healing magic? Amazing. Up, for now, it can only heal minor scratches, and it also has fire magic. Izuku. Oh really? Different. Yes, I create a small flame in my hand. Izuku. Well done, Eri. I stroke his head. Up, sad face. I notice something. You. He approached Izuku. Yes, your level has increased. Izuku. What, really? Opened his status. Great. My stats went up and now I have fire magic. Up here, I brought you a prize. A giant goblin said. Izuku, a giant goblin. He saw the dead goblin. Up, this goblin king has a magic stone. I went to the trouble of bringing it to you even though goblins aren't edible. Izuku, a magic stone, huh. I'd completely forgotten about them. Up, at my level, it's easy to tell if creatures have magic stones. Izuku, wow, that's impressive. Up. Magic stones are exchanged for money, right? Izuku, that's what they told us. Up. So, shouldn't you invite me to a banquet from a parallel world? For example, a Wagyu steak. For example, a Wagyu steak. He approached her, drooling. Izuku. Ah, we still have plenty of meat and money left over from last time. There won't be dishes like this for a long time. Especially Wagyu beef. Never again, he said. Up. I won't insist any further today, but I'm still hungry. Eri's snacks weren't enough. Different. I've run out of them all, he said. Izuku. Really? I'll buy you more later. Eri nodded. She stood up, but felt dizzy, almost falling to the ground. Up, what nonsense is that? He saw it. Izuku, no, that's not it. Why am I so exhausted? Did I run out of magic? He opened the shop. I'm not going to cook today, in moments like this. He bought the things and took them out, putting them on a plate. We should eat something sweet. Up, sad face. Olio, this food has a peculiar smell, isn't it meat? I prefer to eat meat. Izuku. Fell, do you want me to cook like this when I'm exhausted? He said with an exhausted face, then opened one of the loaves. Melon bread made with fermented butter. He took a bite. I can feel my body absorbing the sugar. Different, sad face. I took one and took a bite. This is good. This dark stuff inside is good too. Izuku. That one's chocolate. He smiled and kept eating. Fell watched them eat, then saw the loaves of bread, took one in his mouth and ate it. Up, it's pretty simple. Is it filled with boiled sweet beans? I've never had anything like it, but it's not bad. He ate another one. Does this one have milk in it? It's quite thick. He ate another chocolate one. This one has a dense sweetness with a touch of bitterness. Yes, they're all delicious. He finished and took his plate in his mouth. I want more. He approached Izuku. Izuku. What, you like sweets too? She poured him more. You'll become diabetic or get cavities if you eat too many sweets. You won't be able to eat meat anymore. Up. I can't succumb to illness. Izuku, you say that with great conviction. Up, it's not persuasion, it's the truth. I am blessed by the goddess of the wind, Ninrir. Different. Blessed, curious. Up, if a deity blesses you, you are immune to poisons, diseases, and any suffering. Izuku. Really? Is that why you're so good with wind magic? I asked. Up. Yes, he nodded. I was born with an innate talent, but I have become even stronger with Ninrir's blessing. Izuku. Of course not, it sounds like you're cheating, he said. A blessing sounds great, it would be wonderful to have one. Elsewhere, a woman was sitting on a fountain, apparently listening to what Izuku said. The next day near a village. Women, there's a monster. A wolf monster. Scream. The guards came out and pointed their spears at Fell, Izuku, and Eri. Izuku, didn't get me wrong. He's just a relative, she said, raising her hands, and Fell grunted. Guardia 1. Are you familiar? Izuku, here. It's my guild card. I show it. Guardia 1, sad face. I take it. Is it really a familiar? I look at the card and then at Fell. Is it a great wolf? It's unheard of for an E-rank adventurer to have an A-rank familiar. Up. Hey, Izuku silenced him. Izuku, yes. I was very lucky. It's easier if you think about what it isn't. It's better that way. Asterisk. I am not a big wolf. It echoed in Izuku's head. Guardia 1. What's happening? Izuku. No, nothing. Guardia 1, well, we can't stop people from being scared of a big wolf. Be careful in other towns too. He hands the card back. Izuku, yes, of course. I take his card. Up, I'm not a big bad wolf. Izuku grabbed his head. I'm using telepathy. We can keep quiet because we have a family contract. Different, sad face. I can hear it too. Oh, amazed. Izuku, why didn't you say so before? Asterisk. Up, because it wasn't necessary. Izuku. Were you being considerate? Asterisk. Guardia 1, what's wrong? Did you hear me or not? She approached Izuku. Izuku, I'm so sorry. What did you say? Guardia 1 is its owner. You are responsible for any accident or problem it causes. Depending on the situation, you could be sentenced to death or slavery. He said, be very careful. Izuku, this world sometimes scares me. I thought, okay. Now they were walking through the town while people stared in amazement at them. Izuku, what a big town. I wish they had one here. Up, what are you talking about? He saw it. Izuku, a map. We can't keep wandering aimlessly, can we? In the stables of the inn. Izuku, let's see if we can get one. Wait for us here, he said to Fell, who was in the stable. Up, where are they going? When will they return? He saw them. Izuku will come back when we have a map. Up, what will you do if you can't find one today? Izuku will be back this afternoon. Why are you asking so many questions? You seem like a possessive boyfriend, he said. Up, I don't know what strange concept you're conjuring up, but I know you're mocking me, he said. Izuku, yes, yes, you keep quiet for now. I put a plate with various types of meat in front of him. Different dessert, I leave him 2 apples, we'll be right back, followed Izuku. After a long search, they couldn't find a map. So they returned with Faye. Izuku, right, I haven't asked at the guild yet. I'll ask tomorrow. Fel must be hungry by now. They arrived and saw Fel lying down. Izuku. We're sorry. Different. Sorry, he saw it. Up. I'm hungry, I'm starving. He said. Izuku'll make something quick. Cheer up. She approached the table. Up, how long is fast? Izuku, he looks like a child. I have no other choice. He opened the shop. She served him what she had bought on plates and brought them closer to him. Up, what are they? He saw the food. Izuku. Yakitori and tonkatsu. Up, sad face, I smelled and ate the yakitori, and there are 2 flavors, one sweet and one savory. Wonderful. Izuku, there are different types of meat, so really enjoy each flavor, she said while putting the rice on to cook. Up, there's dense meat, tough meat, crispy meat, and very chewy meat. I find such variety interesting. Izuku. YL tonkatsu. Up, sad face, it tastes like the ground beef chops I had another time, but it's a whole piece of meat. The meat is delicious on its own, but the breading complements it well. Izuku, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad you're in better spirits. Fel smiles. Different, that's great. Smiles. With the rice ready, Izuku served himself and Eri as well. Izuku, we soaked some fillets in sauce and buried them in rice. He did it and Eri imitated him, so the cold loin warmed up and the rice absorbed some of the sauce. They both ate. Different, oh, that's delicious. Izuku, what a treat. White rice, sauce, and pork loin. It's the perfect trio. Up, sad face, he saw them eating and drooled, that looks delicious too. Izuku, what? Are you still hungry? She saw him, I don't want to give you too much food from the online store. Up. Izuku. After obtaining a map by purchasing it from the Adventurers Guild, they left the city to continue on their way. Izuku. It's good to finally have a map, he said looking at the map. I want to go east. According to the map, it's a coastal country. Up, sea snakes and sea krakens are a delicacy. Izuku. Don't talk about them as if they were just shellfish, he said. Different. Izuku. Eri. She saw her on top of Fel. What's wrong? Different. My horn. It hurts. He held his head. Izuku. Your horn. I lower her head. Is it because of your quirk? Upare, those the powers you were talking about? He asked. Then looked at Eri. What is her power? Izuku, I still don't know how his quirk works. It could be dangerous for us to be nearby if he activates it. Okay, lower it and we'll move away, he said. I'll put up a barrier to protect us. Izuku. Good, I lowered Eri. They both moved away from her and Fel put up her barrier. Izuku. Alright Eri, use your quirk. He said. Different. His horn began to glow. They both saw energy emanate from Eri's horn. Luckily the barrier protected them both. As the minutes passed, Izuku and Fel noticed how the grass disappeared and the nearby trees became smaller. Izuku, do I return them to a previous state? Then they saw the energy disappear. Different. Izuku. Eri approached her. How are you feeling? Picked her up. Upare, you hurt? He saw her. Different. No, I feel tired. They both noticed how his horn shrank. Izuku. Well, you'd better rest. I settled her on her back. Different. Yes, yawn. Up. Rest well. She nodded and fell asleep. Chibi mode. On. A drop of water fell from a leaf into a puddle. The puddle moved a little and a small blue slime appeared from it. The slime walked on, then ate 2 rocks and a branch, dissolving them into its body. Then he hid from a goblin, but when he saw that the goblin noticed him, he ran away and hid under a log. And so it remained until nightfall, until it noticed a light. She approached and noticed Izuku, Fel, and Eri eating fish. Izuku, I'm full. Dining outdoors feels like I'm camping. Up, can you eat fish like that anywhere you camp? Izuku. We find ourselves on a large island rubbing, more precisely with the goddess Ninrir. She was looking through the fountain at Izuku, Eri, and Fel eating the sweet breads. Ninrir, when did my servant, Fenrir, establish a contract with humans? And with humans like these? He leaned back in the fountain, then looked at Izuku and Eri. These humans are the masters of my servant, Fenrir. Fel was speeding through a forest until he suddenly stopped, sending Izuku flying to the ground. luckily Eri held on tight. Up hey, we're here. He saw him, what's wrong? Why are you so hurt? Izuku, because you crossed the forest so fast. She said, getting up. Are we at sea yet? She lowered Eri. Up, not yet. I had a craving for fish, so I came to a lake. He saw the lake. I'll fish here. Izuku, fishing? But we don't even have a fishing rod. Up, this is the easiest way to fish. Using his magic, he created a sphere of lightning that struck the lake directly. After a few seconds, many fish appeared, rubbing against it. Up, what a great haul. Take what you want. Izuku. I'm coming. He saw the fish. Are they all dead? Up, I only electrocuted them almost to death. If you leave them, they will regain consciousness. Different. Me and Panita. Izuku rolled up his pants and entered the lake. Eri began to collect those that were near the shore and put them in a wooden bucket. Izuku's sad face saw the fish and used, rating, purple trout. Are they like the trout or salmon from my world? They'll be tasty salted and grilled. Then he saw a bigger one and appreciated it. Izuku, king trout. This one's going straight to the fell. Up. Have some of those too. I point to a pink one with purple stripes. It gives you a delicious tingle on your tongue. Izuku. Judging by its colors, it looks poisonous. Could it be? I pick it up and use the assess function. Poisonous lake fish. I throw it into the water. Oopa. What are you doing? He saw him. Izuku, that tingling you like is from its poison. Up, well, it's delicious in its own way. Izuku fell. Maybe it won't affect you because you've been blessed, but it would affect us. Up. Well, don't eat it. Izuku, listen to me. Poisonous ingredients can't touch other ingredients. I'll make you something delicious with the other fish, so forget about it. He said seriously. Up. Well, if there's no other option. Different, is it bad? I take out the two I had picked up and put them back in the water. After collecting the fish, Izuku, we need fire to make salt-baked fish. First, we have to make a campfire. Great. Help me. Eri, fell. Both. Yes, they agreed. They gathered the firewood and Eri lit the campfire with her fire magic. Now the three of them were sitting watching what Izuku was buying at the store. Izuku, flour and butter. Obviously I select them. Then we need mushrooms and up, hey, that meat. Izuku. No. Up, hey, meat. Izuku. No. Up, hey, meat. Izuku. No. The box appeared. Up, meat. Izuku. I'm glad mom taught me how to cook fish, he said, washing the fish and then placing one on the board. First, take out the guts and clean them with water. After threading it onto a skewer, salt it well and grill it thoroughly. He did as instructed and placed them near the fire. Different, oh, he saw the fish on the skewers. Izuku, next, I'll take care of the king trout. He placed it on the board. Scrape off the scales, cut off the head, and gut it. He did as instructed. Fillet the body along the sides, following the spine. He took the filleted piece. Not bad. Then he did it in several pieces. Izuku, okay. First I'll try grilling the fish in aluminum foil. I take out the aluminum foil. Izuku, spread the onions on the buttered aluminum foil, add the fish and season with salt and pepper, serve with shimeji and enoki mushrooms. I added them and a little butter. She closed them and put them on the fire. Not yet, she said to Eri and Fell, who were near the fish. Izuku, now, the fish miller's style. I prepare things. Season some pieces of fish with salt and pepper and let it rest a little, remove the excess water, coat them finely in flour and into the pan. He put them in the pan. Good. Up, I think these are pretty much cooked too, he said. Izuku smiled. Izuku. Very good, all done. Fell tried to eat one, but it was wrapped in aluminum foil. Izuku, wait. First, you have to open the aluminum foil. He opened one. Up, sad face, sniffed. What a smell. I was trapped inside. Izuku, I'm going to start with the salt-crusted roasts. I'll take one. Different. I'll take this one. I'll take the ones from the millers. The three of them ate. The 3 inches, what a delight. They shouted. Up, sad face ate the miller's ones, so tasty and crunchy, another marvel. Different. They're delicious, he said, eating one roasted with salt. Izuku, sad face ate one wrapped in foil. I must admit they were delicious, thinks with a smile as she continues eating. Up, hey, there aren't any left. Izuku saw it. I want more of the wrapped ones and the ones with that white substance. Izuku, that's tartar sauce, it's great. She stood up, eat this while I make more. She threw some wraps and caught them in her mouth. Up, they're so delicious, I could eat a whole lake. Izuku, I can't keep up with that pace. After eating, Izuku, I'm full, I'm going to burst, he said, patting his stomach. Different, they were delicious. Izuku, eating outdoors like this makes me feel like I'm camping. Up, can you eat fish like that anywhere you camp? Izuku, well, I don't know. She got up and went towards the table, but her foot bumped into something. Izuku. Ah, what was that? She looked down and noticed a small blue slime, a slime. Up. That seems to be the case. Eri stood behind Izuku and saw the slime. Izuku, and your barrier. He saw it. Up. He might already be here when he throws the barrier at us, he said. Izuku, so why launch it? Up, there's no reason to fear something so weak that it's not even worth attacking. Izuku. Yeah, I know, I'm a weakling. He saw the slime. Don't slimes attack? A slime of that level can only be prey for others. Izuku's sad face, she bent down and touched the slime, which moved a little, cool and wobbly, like jelly, she thought with a smile. Different. I touched the slime, how soft. The slime sprouted small arms and grabbed their fingers. Izuku, how cute. What are its stats? Used to rate. Izuku, how lazy. Was he born 3 days ago? He'll probably die if he runs into monsters, he thought. Then they saw the slime start to move up and down and make small sounds. Different, are you hungry? Izuku, I want to give him something to eat, but we don't have any food. Then they saw the slime go to the table, pick up an empty bottle that was on the floor, and put it inside its body, dissolving it. Izuku, what? Did it dissolve the trash? Up. Slimes eat even rocks, he said. Izuku, is it an omnivore? They watched as he continued eating the garbage, until he grabbed a frying pan. Izuku, ah, you can't eat this, or this. I take the pan away and move the stove further away. The slime jumped and moved away. Izuku. Uff. Different. No way. She saw the slime. Izuku watched as the slime went to eat the plates and Eri tried to take it away from him. Izuku. Ah, after the slime ate, it had left the dishes clean. Izuku, you're amazing. You cleaned up all the trash. I stroked the slime. Different, good job, I pet him. The slime jumped several times. Izuku. What? Do you understand us? The slime jumped towards them. Oh, you're very kind for a monster. I pet it. Up, that thing has already become a familiar to both of them. Izuku. Huh, he saw fell and then the slime, but we haven't made a contract. Up, the slime wished to be your familiar, and you accepted its feelings. That's enough to create a contract. Look at its status. They both saw his condition. Different. Slime, baby, read with some difficulty. Izuku, now we have 2 family members. Up, it doesn't have a name yet. Come on, give it one. Different. He started thinking. Izuku. For a slime, Sway. Different. Sway, how cute. Izuku, sad face, smiles, from now on your name is Sway. On. Pink heart. The next day, Izuku stands with his arm outstretched, pointing at a tree. Izuku, stone bullet. A small stone shot out of his hand, but it didn't even reach the tree. Up, you're very bad, he saw it. Izuku, I don't want to hear that from a genius like you. I've finally found a type of magic I'm drawn to besides fire. He said, then looked at Eri. How are you doing, Eri? Different. Stone bullet. He fired a small stone from his hand, but it didn't reach the can he was using as a target either. Up. Not bad, Eri. She was pleased. Shall we gain some practical experience? She looked at Izuku. After that, you became more skilled with fire magic. Izuku, sad face. I remember the goblins. No, thanks. Up, well, at this rate, you'll never improve your earth magic. He went to the lake and drank some water. Izuku. You're evil. He sat down and took out a water bottle, but Sway tried to drink it. This isn't right. He looked at him and noticed something. Sway, you seem a bit older. You've leveled up a lot in a short time. He saw that he was level 8. Is eating objects from another world the same as eating food from another world? Asterisk. The water ran out and he gave the bottle to Sway, who drank it. Izuku. Even so, Sway has only been eating garbage. It's a great help. I smile. We had otherworldly garbage piling up in our item boxes. Asterisk. Up, hey, I'm hungry. Izuku, she's ravenously hungry as usual. She got up. We'll have lunch early today. I'll start. Up, I want meat. Izuku. I'm coming. He saw Sway. Today I'm going to prepare something for Sway too. He smiled. After cooking. Izuku. List. Izuku, actually, I prepared the orc meat yesterday. Marinated it with miso last night. Up, delicious. The last meat was good, but this one is exquisite. Izuku. Understand. Different. This is delicious, she said while eating. Izuku. I'm glad. He saw Sway. Here's yours, Sway. Don't eat the outside today, just the inside. Sway nodded and started eating. Well, I'm going to eat too. He took his plate and ate. Izuku, orc meat is delicious. It absorbed the miso sauce really well. He continued eating. Give me more. He extended his plate with more meat this time. Izuku. That was fast, Sway. Do you like it? She saw him bring his empty plate closer. Sway wants another plate too. Different. Me too. Izuku. You haven't finished yours yet, Eri. She saw her. Different, but I'll eat it after this. He continued eating. Izuku took Fel and Sway's plates to go to the table. Izuku, it seems I've finally gotten over my prejudices against orc meat. I guess I've gotten used to the food here. Asterisk. At night. Izuku. Today Sway hasn't eaten anything but this and an empty bottle, right? He saw Sway and used a praise. Sway now has boosters. So, food gives temporary boosters, but doesn't it directly affect the level? Asterisk. Then he saw Sway putting the frying pan and the plates inside his body, then he took them out, leaving them clean. Izuku, he can even wash the dishes now, after teaching him to just dissolve the dirt. I won't have to spend money on water or soap. What a good boy, she thought with a smile and went to him. Izuku. Thank you, Sway. I pick him up and hug him. On the other hand, with the other one. I saw Fel yawn. You'll have to work hard to become that big. I saw Sway. On. Pink heart. Izuku, I know. It was Sway's first meal, so we should celebrate. He used a box as a table and put a blanket on top of it. Izuku, I checked last time, and for dessert we'll have dorayaki. He gave one to Eri and one to Sway. Izuku, sad face. He ate and then drank some tea. How relaxing. Different. They're so soft. Continued eating. Up, it's similar to the sweet bread I ate earlier. The outside is fluffy, and the beans inside are even sweeter. Izuku. It's red bean paste. The anpan you ate also had it. That was mashed koshien. This is chopped subuen, he said. They're completely different textures, aren't they? Up. Koshien. I need to eat it again to compare. Hurry. Prepare it, she said, grabbing Izuku by the shoulders and shaking him. Izuku, next time, he said and looked at Sway. Right, it's the first time you've eaten something sweet, Sway. Do you like it? Sway became agitated. It seems so. The next morning, Izuku, Eri, and Sway were asleep, but Fel was awake and standing looking up at the sky. After a few minutes, Sway touched Izuku and Eri's faces, waking them up. Up, finally, you're awake. I have an important matter to discuss with you both. Get up. They both sat down. Izuku, why are you so serious? Different. Does your stomach hurt? He saw it. Up, that's impossible. Listen carefully. Last night I received a divine message from Ninrir, the goddess of the wind. Izuku, Ninrir. Wasn't she the goddess who blessed you? Up, yes. Didn't it hurt you not to have a blessing from the gods? Izuku. That's true. It would be great. How? Wait a minute. Up, my goddess has heard your wishes and is ready to grant them blessings. Izuku, did Ninrir really say that? Surprised. Up, that said, with one condition. They both saw it. She wishes to receive offerings of otherworldly sweets once a week. Izuku, why did she specifically ask for otherworldly sweets? Up, unfortunately, it is impossible to grant them a full blessing as I did. But you can offer them some lesser blessings. Different minors. Confused. Fel. It will immunize them against suffering states, except for instant death and strong curses, he said. In addition, they will be able to use magic more easily. Izuku. Asterisk, that sounds good. Up, however, you cannot forget your weekly offerings. Izuku, she's really going on about it. Does that goddess really want sweets that badly? Is she up to something? She thought. Up, this is the mercy of Ninrir, accept it with gratitude. Izuku, well, if we could get some blessings with just a few sweets, Besides, a blessing would keep Eri from getting sick. Of course I can send offerings and prayers, but what do we do with the altar? Should we pray in some way? Anything can serve as an altar. For example, you can simply use a rock like that. I point to the rock. The words and actions of your prayers do not matter. The important thing is to convey your feelings. Izuku, I understand. He stood up. Oh, I almost forgot. He wants his first offering to be bread, cream bread, and melon bread. Izuku, does she ask for specific offerings? I already figured as much. That goddess only wants to eat sweets. I prepare things. Izuku and other Ninrir, goddess of the wind. We prepared what you expected. Izuku. Also accompany it with a coffee with milk, he said. Both. We beg you, give us your blessing. Things glowed and rose up in a great light, then Izuku and Eri's bodies glowed. Izuku, oh, is this the blessing of a goddess? Surprised. Different. Ooh, surprised. Some miners received them correctly, he saw them. Both, thank you so much, Ninrir. With Ninrir. Ninrir finally. This is the Anpan I saw in my dreams. Talked a bite, What is this fluffy thing? So soft. This must be human happiness. Talked another bite, exquisite. This dark filling has just the right amount of sweetness. A genius. This Anpan must have been made by a genius. He kept eating it until he finished it. Ninrir, there's none left. Happiness doesn't last long. She took a sip of her coffee with milk and this drink. It has a slight bitterness and goes perfectly with sweets. Does it go well with other sweets? I was going to take them, but I stopped. Ninrir, no. These sweets are priceless. I should savor them one by one. She saw them one by one. Savor them. She opened it and ate them. Ninrir, oh, and I didn't order dorayaki. Izuku and Eri stood with their arms outstretched, pointing towards a tree. Both. Stone bullet. They shot a stone from their hands which hit the tree squarely. Izuku, okay, we did it. Great. I feel fantastic. Different. Great. Applause. Izuku, the size of the rock is larger and the speed has increased a lot. And all thanks to Ninrir. Sway saw them. We feel stronger and improve much faster. Sway jumped. Different, thank you, Sway. Izuku. You're already at level 13. He looked at Sway. Will you evolve if you keep getting stronger? Sway looked at him confused. Well, someone normal like us only improves by training. Let's practice. Different. Yes, later. They both fell asleep exhausted. Izuku. How tiring. If we use too much magic, our bodies get exhausted. She stood up and went to her satchel. We should eat some sweets at a time like this. She took out some chocolates and gave one to Eri. Different, sad face, opened it and took a bite. It tastes the same as what was in the bread, but it has a different shape. Izuku, that's right. He ate some chocolate and then drank some canned coffee. If I mix sweet and bitter, it creates a perfect balance, he smiled. Different, this also tastes good with chocolate, he said, taking a sip from a bottle of milk. Izuku. I'm glad. She saw Sway. Do you want some too? You're very good at asking for things. She gave her a piece of chocolate. A little later, the three of them were resting. Izuku fell as taking a long time. He remembered what he said. Izuku and he ran away. Different, will he be alright? He saw Izuku. Izuku. Of course. I'm back, he said, arriving with them. Izuku, we were just talking about you. He saw it. Sad face, sniffed. Did you eat something while I was gone? Izuku. He discovered us. We were exhausted from using so much magic, so we ate a sweet called chocolate, he said. A sweet treat. I'm tired of running so much. I want chocolate too. Izuku, you, exhausted. A legendary monster that can destroy an entire country. I have to carry them around and run every day, he said, lying down. I'm so tired I can't move. Different, poor thing. Looked at Fell with pity. Izuku, don't be fooled. Eri, sigh, what choice do I have? I bought a lot of chocolate and served it on her plate. How incredibly sweet. I don't dislike it, she said while eating. Izuku. Yeah, really. Then I hear a voice. Ninrir, I am Ninrir, the goddess of the wind, do you hear me? Izuku. Goddess. Ninrir, this is a divine message. Izuku, impossible. A direct message. Ninrir, listen carefully. Immediately prepare hot chocolate and send me a prayer. Izuku. Ninrir, oh, and I'd also like a dorayaki offering. Izuku, is this really a divine message? Ninrir, yes, it is a divine message. Izuku, aren't they just sweet? Ninrir, it's a divine message. Izuku, it's only been a few days since our last offering and prayer, didn't you say once a week? Ninrir, shut up. Even the gods have illusions. Izuku, you seem to have a craving. What about the sweets I sent you? I buy the things. Ninrir, I finished them a while ago. Izuku, I already figured as much. Said a prayer and sent the things away. Ninrir, good job. He gave a thumbs up and left. Izuku, where did he learn it? I put the box away. Up, you are very devout with your prayers, I am impressed. Izuku, I'm not a devotee, I'm more like a victim. Wait, will she be able to see my original world? I'll ask her later. Up, sad face, he lifted Eri onto his back. Now that you've finished praying, let's go. Hurry up and get on. Come on, get on. Izuku, why the rush? She climbed on. Is there something special about it? Sway went into her satchel. Up. And no, nothing in particular. Started running. How are they handling their earth magic now? Have they improved with training? Izuku, yes, although we can only shoot one stone. But you've increased the power and speed. Different. Yes, he nodded. UPSO, I think I should take them there. Izuku, did you say something? He saw it. Up. No, nothing. Meanwhile, with Izuku's mother, Inko Midoriya. He was saying goodbye to Detective Naomasa. He had shown him a video from a security camera, where Izuku was seen with a girl and a strange man. Then Izuku and the girl disappeared in a blue glow. Naomasa, I promise to call if we find any information about your son. Ink, yes, thank you for everything. Naomasa, with your permission, he left. Inko closed the door and went to the dining room, where she noticed an envelope. Ink. Huh, what's this? She opened it and took out a letter. This handwriting is Izuku's, she read. Paper, he, mom, I know this is going to sound really weird. But I ended up in another world with a girl named Eri. They said that to get back we had to defeat the Demon King. Ink, another world. Demon King. Paper, even though they said that, I'll try to find another way back, and don't worry, we're eating well and we have two familiars with us, Fel the Fenrir and Sway the Slime. Fel is very strong and protects us well, even though he's a glutton sometimes, and Sway will surely become very strong too. Paper, and I could say that Eri is now like my little sister. The goddess Ninrir helped me send the letters where I'll tell you what has happened. I'll also send you meat from the creatures I hunted. Then Inko saw a large piece of meat appear. Ink. Oh, that. Paper, the meat I sent is from a creature called the Stonebird, it's very tasty. P.S. If you want to send me something, the goddess Ninrir will help you with that, just say a prayer and make an offering to her. I'd also like you to send me some recipes to make here. You can do whatever you want with the meat, keep it or sell it. Then Inko took a photograph of Izuku, Eri, Fel, and Sway. Ink. Another world. Incredible, saw the photo, those must be Fel and Sway, and she must be Eri. How pretty she is, smiled and saw the meat, stone bird, will it be like the chicken? I cut it and cook a steak. Ink. Let's see, ate, oh my god. It's delicious. Continued eating, oh. I have to send some recipes to Izuku, I'll also send some that Eri will like. Talked some notes and started writing. Chibi mode. On. We met Ninrir who had seen Izuku, Eri and Fel eating the sweet breads. Ninrir. I finally did it. I've been watching them ever since I saw that the boy could summon ingredients from another world, but I can't believe he can summon sweets too. She shed a tear. Then he saw them through the fountain, still eating the loaves. Ninrir. Anpan. Fell to the ground. I understand your sweetness, and I miss you, but I can't interfere just like that. The other gods would despise me. Ninrir, it's not fair. I want to eat, I want to eat, I want to eat, she said, throwing a tantrum. Izuku, hey, Fel. Izuku, why are we in this cave? Up, it's not a normal cave, it's a dungeon, he said. Different, a dungeon. Up, sometimes places like this appear in areas with high mana levels. It's a newly formed dungeon. Izuku, oh, and why did we come here? He saw it. Up, to gain experience. They both saw it. Your fire magic didn't improve until you gained combat experience, now we'll do the same with your earth magic. Izuku. Wait, Eri too. Up, yes, although her magic improved with Ninrir's blessing, she must also practice combat and gain experience. He said and looked at Eri. Obviously, I'll put up the barrier just in case. Up have already explored the dungeon, there are only weak beings here. Izuku. To you they are weak. Up I wouldn't have interfered if your method had worked. Izuku saw it. However, at this rate, who knows how long it will take them to improve. Voa Izuku y Eri. Up it may be impossible for me to put up a barrier at some point, they must be able to protect themselves if that moment arrives. Izuku and Eri saw each other. Izuku. What do you say, Eri? She knelt down to his level. Different sad face, she saw her little hands. I want to be strong, she said determinedly. Izuku's sad face smiled. Okay, but we need to prepare if we're really going to do this. He saw it. It's time for my online shopping skills to shine. He said. Now Izuku and Eri were taking various dishes of food out of the boxes. Up, do you want to eat before the battle? She looked at Izuku and then at the food. Izuku, I hadn't told you, but otherworldly food makes you stronger. Up, what? Izuku, your stats are temporarily boosted. Don't you remember the last time I gave you out of this world food? You said so yourself. Up, sad face, I remember Wagyu beef. Oh. Izuku, that time your stats went up a lot. I finished taking out the food, I was surprised too. Up, now I understand. He saw the food and drooled. That's why they plan to eat otherworldly food before entering. Izuku, I don't know which foods will boost the stats we want, so we'll have to eat as varied a diet as possible. We'll eat a little of everything. Could you take care of the rest? Up. No problem, Sway Ascendio. Izuku's sad face, I take out the chopsticks. Very well, let's eat. Different. Enjoy. The two started eating until Fel noticed something. Up, that's right. Their statistics are increasing. Izuku, right. He continued eating. Different. Take Sway, he gave her a container still with a gyoza. Sway ate it. Up, Sway is also eating the packaging. Does that have any effect on them too? Izuku, no. Non-edible objects only seem to increase the level of Sway. That effect is not temporary, he said. Up, in that case, Sway can level up as much as he wants. Izuku, these kinds of effects didn't exist in our original world. Eat it, and now, dessert. They both took some slices of cake and ate. A few minutes later, Izuku, I can't take it anymore. I rub my stomach. Different. Full, rubs her stomach. Izuku, it's good that her stomach doesn't hurt thanks to the blessing. Let's see how things are. Opened her status. Izuku, Eri's also increased by 20%. What about yours? She saw Fel's and Sway's. Up, you were right. My stats have increased, and Sway has leveled up, so we can enter the dungeon without worry. He said to Izuku. Izuku, I'm still a little nervous, he thought. Izuku drew his sword. Izuku, okay. Here we go, he said, then looked at Eri. Don't separate, Eri. Different. Yes, he agreed. They started moving forward until they noticed a purple slime. Izuku. A slime. Since we have Sway, it's hard to attack it. He got ready. Then I shot at the slime, killing it. Up. That was a magnificent attack. That was highly concentrated acid, he said. Judging by its attack power, that Sway is one of a kind. Then they saw two more slimes approaching. Up, now it's your turn, Izuku. Good. Both. Stone bullet. They shot at the slimes, killing them. Izuku, oh. This must be the effect of the food. Surprised. Then they saw the slime remains disappear. Izuku. That Upa dungeon is like a living creature. The dungeon absorbs everything that dies within it, both monsters and humans. Izuku, I definitely don't want to die in one. They continued to descend. Up, there are horned rabbits in the next level, watch out for their horns. Izuku managed to stop them while Eri finished them off with a stone bullet. Up, the next level is teeming with goblins. Izuku. Again, they confronted them. Deeper in the dungeon. Izuku, now that I think about it, why do the monsters attack here even though you're with us? The monsters didn't come near us in the forest, he said. Up, the monsters in the dungeon see everything that enters as an enemy. Izuku, it's like in video games, but I don't really understand the point of going into a dungeon unless there's treasure in some of them. Asterisk. Up, from here on there are kobolds. Different. Kobolds. Then they heard strange noises, and when they turned around they saw the kobolds running towards them. Izuku, ah. I dodged one's blow, stone bullet. Different stone bullet. Both of them hit them both in the forehead, killing them. Up, I knew it. Practice makes perfect. Izuku. How are you? Different, were we okay? He saw fell. Up, yes, but it's not enough. He saw them. Throwing one stone at a time isn't something to brag about. Izuku. Well, we'll keep casting them until we master the spell, Eri agreed. Up, that's the spirit. Up, the dungeon ends on the next level. The last one is an open space. When I came here before, there was a group of 10 kobolds. He said, cheer up. Izuku. 10. I reached the level and saw the kobolds. Izuku, there are too many. Up, now there are more of them, if there are so many. Izuku, I don't think we can handle so many. Up, I can help them with them for now. The barrier will protect them, so it's fine. I'll intervene if necessary. Sway pulled out an arm that was shaped like a cannon. Up. Sway seems motivated. Izuku. Sway, why are you so animated? Is little Sway a bloodthirsty one? Up, go after them. She pushed Izuku towards the kobolds and Sway followed. You stay back just in case, Eri. Different. If under the steps. Izuku got up and saw the kobolds growling. 4 of them went after him, but he shot acid at them, killing them. Izuku, how grotesque. He saw the melted kobolds. Up, come on. Don't waste time. Izuku, another. Stone bullet. So Izuku and Eri continued firing stone bullets while Sway fired her acid. After a few minutes of fighting, only 2 kobolds remained. Izuku, wave already shot down many. He said, sounding tired. The last 2 went deeper into the cave, but then they were thrown in dead. Then they saw a larger kobold emerge, carrying a large axe. Izuku. What's that? Up. Up, it was possible there would be one because it was a very large, predictable order. He was forced to leave because his subjects were killed. Izuku. You have to tell us that first. He said, then looked at the Kobold King. Okay, let's go. The 4 dodged the Kobold King's axe attack. Izuku ran and fired stone bullets that barely damaged him, but drew his attention. Izuku, stone bullet. 1 more shot, but these didn't seem to affect him. Izuku, it doesn't seem to work. I dodged the axe. Up, I forgot to mention that, perhaps, my barrier won't withstand all of your attacks. Eri shot him, drawing his attention. The Kobold King went after Eri with his axe. Luckily Izuku was able to deflect it in time. Izuku, come on. Eri. Different. Yes, both. Stone bullet. Both fired the stone bullet, but this one was larger and hit the Kobold King in the forehead, knocking him down. But he didn't touch the ground, and with the strength of his legs he managed to stabilize himself. Izuku, damn. Once again Eri, she got ready. Stone bullet, she got dizzy, almost falling. Different. Izuku. She saw him. Izuku, I have no magic. Right now. The Kobold King attacked with his claw, but the barrier stopped the blow. Up, my barrier would never give way to such a weak attack. Then Izuku and Eri saw Sway leap high into the air and shoot a large amount of acid at the Kobold King's face, melting him. Then they both saw Sway shine. Different. On. Izuku, why are you shining? He fainted. Later, outside the dungeon, Izuku was waking up. Izuku. What? She stood up and then saw Eri and Sway. Different. Izuku approached. Izuku, sad face. Sway touched her face. Were you worried about me? I'm fine. One, that's not so bad. Izuku, are you okay? Different. Yes, he agreed. On. Yes, I'm fine. Izuku. I'm glad, smiled. Then he realized. Izuku. Huh, that voice. Charges Sway, are you Sway? On, yes, I am Sway. Izuku. Yes, but how? On, after defeating the big guy, I could speak, master. Eri. Izuku. Master. Do you mean me? On. That's right. My master. Eri is also my mistress, he said. They both hugged him. Izuku, you're getting cuter every day. I get it now. Now you can talk. Different, that's great for you. Sway smiles. Izuku, that makes sense. With all the fighting you've done, you've definitely leveled up a lot. Let's see, he saw Sway's state. You're not a baby slime anymore. He remembered when he glowed, it must have been then. Izuku, even so, you're already level 7. And you have the acid bullet skill. What about us? She checked her status and Eri opened hers. I've leveled up 4 times and now I'm level 7. And now I have earth magic. Different. 7 and earth magic too, he said. Izuku. Well done, Eri. I stroke her head. I'm so happy you've grown, Eri. Sway. I smile. Eri and Sway. Great. Cheerful. Izuku. By the way, where's Fel? I noticed she wasn't there. On. He went away. Izuku. I see, you can also talk to, right? On. That's how it is. Then Izuku saw Sway. Izuku. Hey, Sway, are you one of a kind? He saw him. Oni don't know. I am me, he said. Izuku. Well, you were just born. It's normal that you don't know. Up. You finally woke up, he said, arriving. Izuku. Aw, Fel, you must have gotten me out of the dungeon. He saw him. Izuku. Why is your mouth all red? She looked at him in surprise. Up. Sad face licked his lips. You were unconscious for a long time, so I went to satisfy myself. Izuku. I see. Up. Even so, your cooking is better. Do me something. They were able to obtain earth magic thanks to me, he said. A feast as a thank you wouldn't be bad. Izuku. Ah, now I remember. You lied and said your barrier could be broken. Up. In return, didn't they unleash their full power? He saw it. Izuku. Sigh. I'm disappointed, but I suppose I can still do something for you. Opened the shop. We used too much magic, and I feel heavy. I'd better eat something nutritious. Something nutritious. Eggs are the first thing that comes to mind. Izuku. Yes, it's been a long time since I've had them. Okay. Decided. I'm selecting the items. I still have onions, sugar, and mirin. Then there's the soy sauce from the fish stock, sauce, and finally, I buy the things and set the table. Izuku. Perfect. Let's cook. Izuku. First, I finely chop the onions. Then, I chop the meat of the stone bird. Izuku. I break the eggs and beat them lightly. I add fish stock, soy sauce, mirin, and sugar. I put them in the pan, turn on the heat, and warm the sauce. Izuku. Once that's done, I add half the egg and cook over low heat. Izuku. Once the first half is cooked, add the other half and immediately turn off the heat. The residual heat will finish cooking. Izuku. I add the mixture to a bowl of hot rice and Izuku. Let's eat. But he saw Fel, Eri, and Sway anxiously behind him. Everyone ate. UPSO. Eggs can be eaten this way too. The meat tastes delicious with eggs like this. He said while eating. Oni love it. I like it too. Different. Me too, she said, with some food stains on her face. Izuku. I'm glad to hear it. Give me more. He extended his plate. Izuku. Fel, weren't you satisfied? On. Me too. Izuku. You haven't finished your plate yet, Sway. On. I'll eat it after I finish this one, he said. Different. I wanted more too. Izuku. Good heavens. Our relatives have bottomless stomachs. 8. After eating, now the 4 of them were resting. Izuku. Now that I think about it, have you spoken to Sway yet? Up. Yes, while you were sleeping, he said. Oni talked a lot with Eri and Uncle Fel. Izuku. PFF dude. He saw Fel. Up. Don't laugh. Hey, I told you not to call me uncle. Izuku. Come on. Let me do what I want. I hold back laughter. Sway. He's only 14 days in terms of life. You're clearly a dude compared to him, right, Uncle Fel? Ha ha. Different. Uncle Fel said. Up. You too, Eri. He saw her. If I'm a guy, you should be too. He saw Izuku. Izuku. No. I'm only 15, I'm much younger. On. The master is the master, and Eri is the mistress too. Izuku. Do you see it? Sway says so too. Up. Listen, Sway, you have to call me Fel, do you understand? Oni like Uncle Fel better. Up. Don't you understand? I scare him. Izuku. Enough, Fel, don't be childish. She stood up. On. Uncle Fel is Uncle Fel. Jumps towards Izuku and picks him up. Woohoo. Then Eri clung to Izuku's leg with her head down. Izuku. What did you do? How could you make Eri and Sway cry? I can't believe you raised your voice like that because of what they called you. Uncle Fel has no heart. He saw him. Up. Yes, I do have a heart. I'll only allow Eri and Sway to call me that, he said. Izuku. Eri, Sway. He says they can call him Uncle Fel. Both. Really? Izuku. Yes, he nodded. Both. Thank you, Uncle Fel. Up. Class A was on its lunch break. Mine sad face saw Kirishima take something out of his backpack. Did you bring lunch? Kirishima, oh, I saw a lady selling hamburgers. I was curious and bought one. I take it out. She told me she guaranteed I'd be delighted. Then he took a bite. Kirishima, how delicious. Everyone saw it. Mine. Aren't you exaggerating a little? Kirishima put a piece in his mouth. What a treat. Kaminari, is it really that good? Mine. I've never tried anything like this before, she said, delighted. Kirishima. I wish I had bought him more, he said, eating. Mine. Where did you see the lady? Sato, yes, I want to know too. Sick, well, they caught my attention too. Some approached to find out where to buy it. Chibi mode. On. Fell can be seen taking the unconscious Izuku out of the dungeon and then leaving him on the ground. Up. Good heavens, it's always the same. Eri got off of it. Onus the master, alright. He's alright, right, different. On. Up, can you talk now? He saw him. On. Huh, now you hear my voice. Up, that's right, Eri Ascintio. On, really? That means I can talk properly now. I can talk. Jump. Up, what a surprise. On. Good. Talk to the master. He stopped and approached Izuku. I want to talk to the master, he said sadly. Up, don't worry, he'll open his eyes soon. On, when? Up, will talk to you soon. Until then. Different. If he saw a sway, let's talk, he smiled. On, okay, I'll talk to Uncle Fell and Mistress Eri until master wakes up. Jumps in circles. Up, that's right, uncle. On. That's how it is. Up, why are you calling me uncle? He saw it. On, because you were born before me, and you are big, strong, and great, and you are always with us and you are kind. One, that's why your uncle fell. Different. Dude, whisper. Up. I see. So, a guy is that kind of existence in your heart. Sway nodded. Up, sad face, denying. No, I don't want you to call me uncle. On. Because. Up, that doesn't matter. I'm hungry. I'll be right back. Onway stayed with the master. Different. Yes. Up, I didn't say I'd take them. He sped off. But after a few seconds I returned to them. Up, there are dangerous creatures in the forest. Do not leave the barrier until I return, understood? Both. If Fell left. On. After all, Uncle Fell is Uncle Fell, joyful leap. Different. Hee. Up, both Orthrils and Griffins control territories in this forest. Izuku, oh. Wait, did you just say, others, and grills? Up. Yes. Izuku, why are we crossing their territory? Up, relax, they're no threat to me. They know they can't beat me, only the young and reckless dare to challenge me or. Izuku, is there more than one? He saw it. Fell stopped. Up, the creatures conquer lands to reproduce. Of course, there is more than one. Izuku, wouldn't it be better to avoid them? Up, will cross it and that's the end of it. We're already in the territory of the others. Fell kept moving forward until he stopped upon hearing some growls. Up, they're already here. Izuku and Eri looked around. Then they saw the others appear. There were 3 of these that surrounded them. Different. Uncle Fell. Up, don't worry, there's nothing to fear. He looked at the others and they backed away slightly. One growled at Fell. Up, I see. They're young and reckless. Huh. Take Eri and Sway away, and get away from here. Izuku carried Eri and Sway to get away from the fight. Up, do you have any idea what it means to face me? The other growled at him. You're too confident and lack the will to die. Fools. The Ortro lunged at him, but Fell simply raised his paw with magic, and the Ortro received a great wound before falling dead. Izuku, what was that? Surprised. Fell saw the other 3 others. Up disappear. They got scared and ran away. Up. It's over. Izuku and Eri approached. On. Uncle Fell is so strong. He said, entering Izuku's arms. Izuku, was that a skill? Fell raised his paw. Up, it's called tearing claws. I infuse my claws with magic and attack to tear my enemies apart. Izuku, he keeps praising himself. Asterisk. Ondo, you think I can do it too? She looked at Izuku. Different. Me too. Izuku, well, I don't think they can, because they don't have claws, he said, but Sway's acid shooting ability and Eri's magic are also incredible. On, really? Are we amazing? Izuku, of course. The most amazing. Eri and Sway were delighted. Later, almost at nightfall. Izuku was collecting water and firewood, although both of them were somewhat nervous. Up, they're too nervous, he saw them. Izuku, it can't be helped, think about what happened before. Up, don't worry, the others shouldn't appear anymore. They should have learned their lesson after the confrontation, and now for the important question, what about my food? Izuku didn't change the subject, we're still in their territory. You set up the barrier well, didn't you? On master, I'm hungry too. Different. Me too. Izuku, really? Well, let's get the food ready. Smiles. Up, your attitude towards Sway and Eri differs greatly from your attitude towards me, he said. After setting the table, Izuku was now looking for the meat in his circa. Izuku, hey. Fell, he saw him, how much longer will it take us to cross this forest? Up, we've covered a little more than half the way. Izuku. It's been over 3 weeks now, which means. Another 3 weeks. Surprised. Izuku, with what I sent to mom, we barely have enough meat to sustain us. Then I take out some ribs. Izuku. They say snake meat tastes like chicken, so we'll try it. I should make it with one of the recipes mom sent. I'll pull a recipe from her computer. After buying the other ingredients, I was ready to cook. Izuku, the recipe says to prepare it with shrimp, but I'll make it with snake meat, smiled. First, I have to cut the meat off the bones, did as instructed. Izuku's sad face, she saw the meat, as expected, the meat looks quite lean. I'll prepare it like chicken breast. She started cutting it. Izuku, I add sugar after cutting it into pieces, mix it all a little and let it rest. I put the cut meat in a box and add the sugar, then I add salt. Meanwhile, we cut the vegetables. Different. Yes, Izuku helped him cut the onions and spring onions, ready. Izuku. Okay, I prepare the chili sauce, starting with the basic seasonings. After preparing the sauce, she went to the meat and added potato starch. Izuku, I add the meat after heating the ginger and garlic in the pan. I put the meat in and started mixing. I saute it and add the sauce, onions and the white parts of the spring onions. I mix everything very well. Finally, I add a little starch in cold water to thicken the sauce. Izuku, I sprinkle spring onion after plating the food and done. Fell stood up. Izuku took a piece with some chopsticks. Izuku. This is chicken, 8, how delicious. It's delicious, as always. Up. Very clever. Give it to me too. She said, snatching the plate and eating it. Izuku, hey, wait. Up. It doesn't taste the same as raw. This sweet yet spicy sauce that seasons the meat is magnificent. Give me more, she said to Izuku. Izuku, I'm coming. She continued cooking. Only want to eat too. Different. Me too. Izuku. I'll make a whole pan of them. I smile, although I'll make you some without sauce, just in case you can't handle the spice well. Both. Good. She continued cooking for the 3 of them. And although Eri didn't like the chili version, she liked it a lot. Izuku continued cooking until the 3 of them plus Fell and Sway were satisfied. Izuku, sad face, sighs and notices something. They ate my share. She saw them. Up, it was delicious, licked her lips. Oni liked it too. Different. And me, smiled. Izuku, sad face, he sat down on the floor, tired. I'm glad to hear it. He noticed some pieces in the box. Izuku, sad face, 8, that's great. Izuku and Eri were on top of Fell as he ran, until he suddenly stopped. Izuku, what's wrong? What are you doing? She saw him. Up, how strange. Different, sad face, I noticed something. What are those? She saw some mushrooms. Up. Izuku. Healing mushrooms. They got off the Fell with Eri and approached them. Up, they are used as medicinal ingredients, but are also eaten directly. They can easily heal serious wounds or broken bones. Izuku, sad face, I took one and saw it, it's incredible. Then they saw many more through the trees. Izuku, we should pick up a few if they're so useful. Izuku and Eri started picking them up. On, this smells really good. It came out of Eri's bag. Izuku, aw, you're awake now. On, that mushroom looks really good, love. Can I eat one? Izuku, sure, but don't overdo it. On. Good. Izuku and Eri collected the mushrooms while Sway ate some. After collecting enough, Izuku, they'll be perfect for any emergency. I'll also send some to mom just in case. Then they both noticed her shining. Izuku. On. Different, what's wrong? Are you okay? He saw him and Fell went over to check. On. I don't know. Izuku picked it up and it stopped glowing. I don't glow anymore. Izuku. Are you okay? Different. Does anything hurt? On. Nothing's wrong with me, I'm fine. She said, jumping up and down. Izuku. I should use a praise just in case. I use it on Sway and I notice something fell. Now she has the skill of creating healing potions. Up. Perhaps it formed after eating a large amount of healing mushrooms. In the past, I saw a slime turn into a metal slime after eating only metal. He said it also gained a special metal-related ability. Izuku. So, slimes evolve based on what they eat. The ability to make healing potions isn't bad at all, is it? Besides Aries' healing magic, having some potions wouldn't hurt. Sway, can you try using the new skill you learned? Oni don't know, but I'll try it. Now Izuku, Eri, and Fel were watching Sway. Izuku. If it hurts, stop. He saw it. Different. You can do it. Sway, cheer up. On. It's okay. Ah, it's done. The three of them saw it. I love you, Eri, I did it. Izuku. Oh really? On. Yes, here you go. I extended a small arm and a blue liquid began to ooze from it. Izuku. Wait a minute. I search in his circa. Oh, a bottle, put it here. Sway filled the bottle halfway. Izuku. Is it a healing potion? He saw the bright blue liquid and then smelled it. It doesn't smell like anything. Assess. He used it and saw that it said, Sway's healing potion, allows recovery from imminent death. Izuku. What on earth is this? Fel, do you know? Up. No, nego. Different. Hey, Sway, what does high quality mean? On. It means that it cures many pains. Izuku. And can you create other types of medicines? On. Yes, I can make medicines that cure minor pains and that cure major pains, she said, taking out the liquid. Izuku. Don't waste it. I take out some bottles. Up. Have lived a long time, but I've never seen a slime capable of producing healing potions. Sway is also very intelligent for a slime. He's truly one of a kind. On. Pink heart. I love you, Eri. I jump towards them and Izuku catches me. Different. Sway, you're the best. I pet him. Izuku. You're strong and you make potions, and on top of that, you're adorable, she smiled. After 3 days in Tap territory, they came across one. Izuku. Up. Stay calm. The Tap has landed. Then they saw him lower his head. Tap. Lord Fenrir, have a request. Izuku. Huh, does he speak? Up. Since he speaks human language, he must be quite intelligent. Grief. Oh, I speak human language, only I. To become chief. Fight with me. Fight with the mighty Lord Fenrir. Everyone must accept me as chief. Izuku. Does he want to fight to prove he's worthy of leading his flock? He thought. Tap. I beg, I plead. I lower my head. Izuku. They different. I picked her up and got off the bike, then walked away. Up. Okay. Even so, I won't make it easy for you. Tap. I understand. Up. Yes. It seems you're willing to give your life. Izuku. Fell. Don't kill him. Fell wiggled his ears. Sway, wake up. Up. Here I come. He went after the griffin and tried to hit it with his claws, but the griffin dodged him. The griffin also tried to hit Fel, but he dodged him too. Fel spun around and struck with both hind legs. The griffin rose and released several feathers that flew like bullets towards Fel, who dodged them. They raised a large cloud of dust as they hit the ground. Inside the cloud of dust, Fel stood still until he narrowly dodged the griffin that attacked with its claw. Different. I don't see anything. Izuku. What's going on? The griffin rose up and went towards Fel, who dodged it and tried to hit it with its claws. The griffin went against Fel, but Fel created a tornado trapping him inside. Izuku and Eri watched the tornado in amazement. The tornado began to turn red from the griffin's blood. Some drops of it fell on Izuku and Eri. Different. Uncle Fel. Izuku. Fel, that's enough. Fel broke up the tornado and the griffin fell to the ground badly injured. Up. I said I wouldn't make it easy for him. Izuku. But you have to limit yourself. She went towards the Tap with Eri. Hey. She saw him. Tap. Nothing to worry about. Lord Fenrir, serious towards me. Thank you. Izuku. Damn, we need you, Sway. The potion that heals a lot. He said. On. Go. Izuku, Eri, and Sway poured the potions onto the Tap. Different. Are you okay? He saw him. Tap. Yes. My wounds. Me losing, not being a rival. Izuku's sad face saw Fell and noticed something. That's not true, look at him. The griffin saw Fell and was surprised. Izuku isn't that right, Fell? He saw it. Up. I refuse to admit it. I look away. Tap I will wound Lord Fenrir. Then he let out a great shout. Izuku, what's happening? He took sway and Eri clung to him. Then they saw more griffins flying above them. The griffin went with the others that landed on the mountain. Top as their leader, they accepted. Lord Fenrir, thank you very much. He nodded. Humans, take this. She dropped 2 of her feathers, and Izuku and Eri caught them. Both thank you. They saw the feathers. Tap offspring, if you pass by here, do not eat. Izuku, thank you. I already imagined they ate humans, she thought. They just watched as they flew away with a smile. Eri cured Fell and they continued on their way. At night, Izuku was preparing dinner. Up, I used more strength than usual today, give me lots of meat. Izuku, you eat a ton every day. He saw it. At least it looks like we'll be able to get through the tap area thanks to Fell. I'll make the rest of the meat we have. Asterisk. Izuku first. I use tender orc meat and coat it with flour, egg, and panko. To make it crispy, I add another layer of panko and press it down gently. He did as instructed. Next, I add it to a pot of hot oil. He put the meat in the pot. Izuku, I take out the fried meat. I slice it. After taking it out, all that's left is to put it on a bed of cabbage and drizzle it with sauce. Done. She said, drawing everyone's attention. Up, sad face ate. How it burns. How good. On. That's lovely. Different. Very tasty. He ate some of his rice. It also tastes good with rice. Izuku, okay. Now it's my turn. Takes a piece with his chopsticks. Since it's been a while since we've eaten orc, I always wonder where it comes from. But, in the end, it looks like a normal tonkatsu. Ate. What a treat. Orc meat is delicious. The 4 of them continued eating. Izuku, this is perfect. Up, hey, give me more. On. Me too. Different. I want more too, he asked. Izuku, yes, yes. Wait a moment. She went to the table and cooked more. Good heavens, they're like a bottomless pit. Then Fell looked to the side and then saw Izuku. Up, by the way, have you sent your offerings to the goddess Ninrir? He saw it. Izuku, sad face. I tremble. Damn. I had forgotten. I turn slowly until the shadow of the feline covers me. Up, that's blasphemy. Do it right now. He jumped on him. Izuku, yes. Right away. Izuku. A blue sky and magnificent meadows. On, how great. Different, how beautiful. He saw the scenery. Izuku, a month and a half to get here. What a long journey. Fell started walking. Eri took out the map and opened it. Izuku, we should be near Leonhardt's kingdom. Are there any man-made roads nearby? We're running low on meat, so we'll head to the guild paw. Up, oh, there's not enough meat. That's very serious. Izuku, I knew you'd be worried. Up, artificial roads. Let's find one right away. He started running. He kept running until he noticed something. Up, hey, look. Izuku, sad face. I noticed something in the distance. A caravan. There are people. Up, they are attacked by bandits. Different. Uncle Fell, save them. He pleaded. Izuku'll make you a fancy dinner tonight. Up, oh, don't forget your words. He ran at great speed. In the caravan, the adventurers were fighting with the bandits. Adventurer 1 inch, don't stick your head out, he said to the man inside the carriage. They continued fighting with the bandits until they heard something approaching, where they noticed Fell getting closer. Up. Izuku, topple los oidos a Eri. Sway. To a Izuku. Both yes. They did it. Fell leapt out in full view of everyone and landed on a small hill, then let out a great roar, causing the adventurers and bandits to cover their ears. Up, thieves, I'll tear you to pieces if you take a single step. Drop your weapons if you understand. The frightened bandits dropped their weapons, and the adventurers tied them up with ropes. Then the man inside the carriage got out and approached Izuku and Eri. To licht. Thank you so much, really. Lars, sad face, the one next to Lambert. Lars, thank you for your help. Izuku, my name is Izuku, he introduced himself and saw Eri. Different. You were, if I present. Lambert, by the way, is that a relative of yours? He saw Fell. Izuku, yes, everyone sighed with relief. Lars I had heard rumors that an adventurer and a girl hired a Fenrir as a familiar. Izuku haha. By the way, where are you going? Lambert we are heading to the city of Carolina. Izuku Carolina. We just arrived in Lombardy understand. It's the name of a city in the northwest of the kingdom of Leonhardt. Izuku looked at Fell and he nodded. Izuku if it's alright with you, can we go with you there? Lars do you agree? He looked at Lambert. Lambert of course, I'll be much more relaxed with everyone by my side. Come with us. He extended his hand to Izuku. Izuku thank you very much. I accept the handshake. At the UA, Azaza and Mike were entering the teacher's lounge to have their lunch. Until they saw Midnight happily eating with several hamburgers by his side. Small p wow, I never thought I'd see you like this, Nemuri. Midnight don't judge me, these burgers are delicious. Azawa didn't tell me, Midnight blame your students. I overheard them talking about the lady who sold them. Since everyone said they were delicious, I got curious and went to buy one yesterday, you see the result. He finished a hamburger. Small po. And what's the lady's name? He saw her. Midnight. Inko Midoriya. Aizawa wait, the one about the boy and girl who disappeared. Midnight oh, that's right, it's her. Small p. Isn't it strange that he decided to sell hamburgers even with his son's case still active? Aizawa. Yes, it's weird. Then they saw Midnight and then the hamburgers. Midnight. I'm sure they're not made of human flesh, they taste like chicken and pork but even more delicious. I'm not giving them any, I take their hamburgers. Azawa will have to go talk to Mrs. Midoriya. Chibi mode. On. We came across Ninrir, who was looking dejected and lying down by the fountain. Ninrir, this inhabitant of another world, has gone more than a week without sending either prayers or offerings. Does he despise the goddesses? Then I hear Izuku's voice. Izuku Ninrir, goddess of the wind, I apologize for the slight delay. Ninrir it's about time. Izuku I'm so sorry, we've been very busy. Ninrir didn't lie to me, I've been watching them. You forgot. Izuku'll be more careful from now on, I hope he forgives me. Ninrir didn't let it happen again. I was about to send you another divine message. Izuku is an apology, today I'm offering you Western desserts. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. The desserts appeared in front of Ninrir. Ninrir. Wow. Izuku. Wow. Ninrir are they called Western desserts? Each one is different. Izuku. I may have prepared too many. Ninrir. It's okay, I took the strawberry cake and took a bite. Ninrir next time, make this amount. That's an order. Delicious. Izuku. See as you wish. We found Izuku an area on top of Fell, who was following Lambert's caravan. Chico the leader says he's a Fenrir. Do you think that's true? He saw his red-haired companion. Redhead it is said that it could be a great wolf. Izuku have the rumors already gone that far? They're moving too fast, she thought. Chico I keep hearing it at every guild I go to. Redhead yes, letters are sent using a magical teleportation tool. Izuku teleportation magic, they have things like that. I thought it was only possible with a quirk, she thought in surprise. Guys anyway, everyone says something different. The Rottle Guild said it has to be a big wolf, but the leader. Redhead and contradict him if you want to stay alive. Izuku's sad face, he saw Fell and Eri, in the end, I always worry about them more. We'll be in trouble if they find out we're from another world with boxes of items and an online shop. But there are a lot of people who want a Fenrir on their side. He remembered a Marquise's servant. I'm worried about what the nobles and the country's leaders will do. I hope we don't get into trouble. Asterisk. After traveling until nightfall, they found a good place to spend the night. Up. Izuku yes, I know. I'll treat you to a feast for helping Lambert and the others, he said. They moved a little away from where the others were. Izuku we should be isolated enough here. Well, what would you like to eat? Up meat. Izuku. Meat again. He saw it. On. Master, I want meat too. Different me too, he said, raising his hand. Izuku very well. Well, we'll have meat then, she said with a smile, then searched in her bag. Even so, we don't have any large pieces of meat left to make steaks. We only have pieces of various types of meat. Izuku if that's all there is, I'll use everything that's left. The city's close, so no problem. I take out the things I promised a fancy dinner. I'm going to go all out with the seasonings. Asterisk. Izuku first. I chop the cockatiel breast. I put it in a bag, add the garlic and soy sauce. I did as instructed. I massage the bag well, add flour with the well-seasoned meat. I shake it. On. Maraca, Maraca. He said, watching Izuku shake the bag with the meat. Izuku next. I heat a pot with hot oil. And I put the meat in. She put the meat in the pot. I wait a few seconds and then I take the meat out of the pot. Izuku great. Done. On it's the same karage, but there are savory ones and other flavors, he said, eating. Different sad face ate him. They're delicious, Izuku. He saw him. Izuku. I'm glad smiled and fell. He saw the aforementioned devouring his portion. Izuku it seems he likes it. Very good, let's get going. She continued cooking, and that caused the smell to drift towards Lambert, Lars, and their group. Redhead, what is this? Don't you smell something delicious? Chico. Well yes. They all followed the scent. Izuku perfect. The second batch is still coming. But then he saw the others peeking in. Lambert, Izuku, what is this? He asked in amazement, looking at the food. Izuku, do you want to try it too? He offered. So everyone started eating while Izuku continued cooking until the meat was gone. Give me more. Izuku, there's no meat left. Redhead, wow. Thanks for the food, it was so delicious my hand wouldn't stop moving, she said, patting Izuku on the back. Izuku, thank you for the compliments. I barely ate anything. Well, I'm glad you liked it, she thought with a smile. Patchy, don't know if this counts as a thank you, but we'll be on watch tonight. You all rest and relax, he said. Izuku, that's right, usually. You have to be careful at night. He saw the bandits tied up. Well, we'll leave it in your hands. He took his things. Lars, we'll hand them over to the city's knights. Don't try anything strange, he said seriously. Bandit, you wretch. Don't get too cocky. Don't think. Izuku, excuse me, we'll be going to sleep soon. The bandits screamed in fear. The next day, after walking a little further, they arrived in the city. Lambert, welcome to the city of Carolina. Different how big, he saw the city. Lambert, it is the 5th largest city in the kingdom of Leonhardt. My family has been leather traders here for generations. Izuku, I understand. Do you sell handbags and shoes? Lambert, we have a wide range of items. Then they saw the group of women handing the bandits over to the guards. Lambert, the bandits must accept their sentence. And all thanks to you. Izuku smiled. Lars will go to the guild to give our report. What will you do, Izuku? He saw them. Izuku, we'd like to go too, she said, then looked at Lambert. We'll stop by your shop later. Lamberti'll be waiting for you. In the trade. Girl. Izuku. Girl, you are a G-rank adventurer. Have you stopped accepting quests for more than a month? An activity is considered a lack of interest by the guild, and your license will be revoked. Izuku, the truth is that many things have happened, she said, remembering the entire journey to this point. Girl, new G-rank adventurers often choose missions without considering the type or reward in order to quickly climb to F rank. After that, they only need to be active once every 3 months. Girl, those in F rank also have missions with more experience and money. Izuku, I remember there were stipulations like that. There's nothing to be done. I want to register again. I've increased the number of family members since I registered. I leave the coins on the desk. Girl'll add it to the registry. What type of relative is it? Different. This is it. He lifted his arm. Girl. Slime. I ask somewhat fearfully. Different sway is unique and very strong. Girl. Yes. Adventurous, that guy is carrying a slime. Other adventurers laughed. Eri hugged Sway with a pout and a little annoyed, until she felt Izuku's hand on her head. Izuku. Don't worry. We know how strong and amazing Sway is, she said with a smile, and Eri calmed down. After registering, they went to sell the monsters. Izuku, excuse me, I'd like to sell some items. Lars. Hello, Izuku, Eri. They both saw him. What do you want to sell? Izuku. Some monsters that our relative hunted, he said. Lars. How? Can I see the process? He approached them under Fell's gaze. I want to know what kind of monsters he hunts, he said to Izuku in a low voice. Izuku okay. These men aren't bad people, she looked at the rest of Lars' group. In the following minutes, everyone was watching in amazement the monsters that Izuku and Eri were pulling out of their bodies. Izuku. They're as tasty as free-range chicken. Patch free-range chicken. Up yes. Made karage like last night, it was delicious, but they were also delicious as teriyaki, he said while helping Eri take out an orc. Izuku. All I have left is, he saw the chimera. Izuku. That's all. Chico normally, it would be impossible to see so many monsters at once. Redhead I had never seen a red snake before. Chestnut yes, it must be difficult to pierce those scales with a sword. Redhead. Well, it can't be a big wolf, it has to be a fiend, his companion silenced him. Butcher, it's exciting to work with meat made from such high-quality products, I wouldn't want anyone else to do it. Izuku, can monsters be slaughtered in places other than the guild? Butcher yes, but those without a license can cheat you or do a bad job. Food butchers take care of the meat, but not the rest, while guild butchers take care of the meat and the rest. It's always better if we cut it for you, he said, sharpening his knives. Then I cut the red snake. Butcher, a red snake is a high-quality item. Not just for its hide. Commoners like us could never taste its meat. Izuku, the black snake was also delicious. I can't wait to try it, she said with a smile just like Fell, Eri and Sway. Lars' sad face, I hear that Izuku. Izuku. Yes. Lars, I'm a little scared to ask, but what kind of meat did we eat yesterday? He saw it. Izuku. Well, I used several types of meat. Black snake, cockatrice, stone bird, giant deer and, he said while Lars and his group went white. All. Forgive us, they said, lowering their heads. Izuku. What's that about? Please look up. Surprised. Lars, I can't believe we ate such high-quality products. Patch, we ate everything without even knowing it. Chico, we ate things that people like us could never eat. Redhead, it was finger-licking good. Lars. Understand. Izuku, no. Please, you took care of us, she said, and we have no shortage of ingredients, she smiled, showing the monsters. Lars, well, as long as no one was offended, Izuku. Actually, we're quite well known in Carolina City. Just ask for us if you ever need us. Izuku and Eri smiled. Later, Izuku, Eri, and Sway were in a room at an inn. Izuku, I expected nothing less from an inn recommended by Lars, he said, lying in bed. Different. How soft, yawn. Izuku, okay, so what do I do now? He looked at his guild card. Since I need the guild to slaughter monsters, I can't leave it. I should stay and try to get to rank F here. I'll accept a mission tomorrow. Different. Gathering herbs again. She saw Izuku half asleep. Izuku, I don't know, although it's strange because, in reality, I don't want to become an adventurer. Ninner, that's it. Remember your true role. Izuku heard her. I waited patiently because I knew you'd be busy in the city, but you haven't thought about me this whole time. Aren't you a little ungrateful for my blessing? Izuku, I'm so sorry. She stood up. Wait, what's my real role? She opened the shop. Let's see, sweets. There's a sale on pudding and jelly. I'll choose something colorful to cheer her up. She bought the things. Different pudding and jelly. She looked at Izuku curiously. Izuku, I'll buy you some, but you can't eat them now, okay? Eri nodded and he took the things out of the box. Since I'm sending them directly to her, it seems silly to have to take them out first, but after all, they are offerings. Izuku, goddess of the wind, Ninrir, I beg you to accept these offerings. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your blessings. Please continue to watch over us. The puddings and jellies disappeared. Ninrir. Yuju. Izuku. Yay, is she really a goddess? Ninrir, but what are you saying? More importantly, don't forget the following offerings. Izuku, sad face, sighs and lies down. Finally I can sleep. The next day at the guild, Izuku, Eri, and Fell were looking at the mission board. Izuku, carrying luggage and collecting water are worth 1 point each, collecting medicinal herbs are worth 2 points, and hunting goblins is worth 3 points. Up, the best option is the elves. Izuku, sad face, sigh, although I don't like it, because thanks to someone I have bad memories with them. Looked at Fell, but whatever, let's go. Took the mission. Now the four of them were walking through the forest near the city. Izuku, goblins appear sporadically in the eastern forest. Hunt 5 goblins and receive 3 silver coins and 3 points, he said, reading the quest note. This is the fastest way for a G rank player to get points. Up there are 3 of them, he saw the goblins. On, can I do it? Izuku nodded and fired the acid shot at the goblins, killing them. Good. Izuku, that ability is as powerful as ever. Now, here's the problem. He saw the note. Up. Cut off their ears quickly. Isn't that how hunting is demonstrated? Izuku. I don't want to. With effort I cut off the ears of the goblins. Up, what a crybaby. How many creatures have you cooked already? He saw him. Izuku, this is completely different. He said. Up, wow. They were attracted to your voice. Izuku and Eri saw 7 goblins heading towards them. Up, here they come. Finish them off. Sway shot them with acid, so Fell pointed out where there was more while Sway shot them with his acid. Up, there's a colony. Izuku, wait. We've already completed the mission, he said. On. Izuku. Ah, touched. Up, sad face, she lifted Eri onto her back and took Izuku by the shirt in her mouth. That's enough said, she ran towards the colony. Izuku. Wait, an explosion was seen in the forest. On. Great. We beat them all, master. He said happily. Different, good job. Sway, I pet him. Izuku. That seems to be the case. He saw the 2 mountains of goblin bodies. On, it was so much fun. Thank you, love. I love you. Up. All that's left is to pick up the ears. Hurry up, he saw Izuku. Izuku, no, seriously, I can't. Up, you won't get points without proof, he said, dragging him towards the bodies. After cutting off her ears, Izuku was lying on the ground being petted by Eri. Different. Yes, yes, good job, he said, stroking her head. Izuku, ah, I'll take the ears, but what do we do with the bodies? The corpses could attract other monsters or create a dungeon. Up. That's true. Izuku, can this really happen? Isn't that bad? He saw it. Up, don't worry. It's simply the law of nature, he said. Izuku, no, no, no. We're close to the city. We have to clean the area. Different, we have to clean. Uncle Fell, he saw it. UPSO, do we burn the bodies? Izuku. We could cause a forest fire. Up, then. Sway, dissolve them all. He saw Sway. Izuku. To everyone. Different, can you? He saw Sway. Oni can do it, is that okay? Izuku, sure. On. One moment. Sway started to get agitated, until he started to grow a lot. Izuku. Wait, Sway. Up, it seems that Sway evolved again. Different. Wow. Izuku. Great slime. He looked at Sway's stats, but when? Also, what kind of ability is proliferate? Oni can do things like make myself big or small. Different, can you also make yourself small? He saw it. On. I'll try. He began to thrash about, until another Sway burst from his body, surprising Izuku, Eri, and Fell. More Swiss started to come out until there were about 20. Guys, come on and dissolve everything. They began to dissolve the goblins' bodies. Izuku, Fell, have you ever seen a slime like this? Up, no, I've lived a long time and I've never seen such a thing. On, master, we're done. Izuku picks him up. Izuku, Sway is getting stronger and stronger. She can attack in greater numbers or create many potions at once. Her power is starting to spiral out of control. Asterisk. Oni, love you. I'm hungry. Different. Me too. Up. Me too. Izuku. And, after finding a good place. Izuku, today has been a mentally exhausting day. How about some bread? Up, whatever it is, but hurry up. Izuku, okay, I'm coming. She saw him, by the way, if you say, whatever, I lose all enthusiasm for cooking. Don't say things like that. Different. Don't say it. Uncle Fell, he looked at him with teary eyes because he believed that Izuku would never cook again. Up. Him. Oni, love everything the master does. Izuku. But how adorable you are. Wait, let me buy you the food. She opened the store and bought the food. Until now we had only eaten sweet bread. On, sad face, he took one and ate it. The little yellow pieces and the sticky white stuff are delicious. He ate another one. There's meat inside. Izuku, the first is cornbread with mayonnaise, and the other is a hamburger steak bun. Different. How delicious. He said, eating the hamburger bun. Izuku, I'm glad. Fell, I think you'd like the sausage bread. You'll also like the Danish curry, she said. Up sad face ate the sausage one, what a treat. The texture of the skin on this long piece of meat is perfect, continued eating, and this crusty bread has a complex blend of spices called curry. Everything is always so delicious. Izuku. And why is that? Are you being nice to me? Up sad face I look away, silence. I would never do something like that. Izuku just smiled and continued eating. We are at UA, more specifically in Principal Nezu's office. Inside, Inko sat facing Nezu. There were also some teachers and Detective Naomasa. Nezu, well, Mrs. Midoriya, I hand her a cup of tea. I imagine you know why we called you. Inky thinks so. I take the cup, for selling food after my son's disappearance, right? Nezu. That's how it is. Inkwell, first I want to clarify that it's not what you think. Then everyone saw that he took out some photographs where Izuku and Eri appeared alongside Fell and Sway. Nezu, oh, where did you get them? Takes 1. Ink, my son sent them to me. It might sound strange, but he went to another world. Literally another world. Midninth another world. Inca world like in fantasy stories, where magic and magical creatures exist. Those are their relatives. I point to Fell and Sway in the photos. Fell is the Fenrir and Sway is the slime. Aizawa a Fenrir. Slime. He saw the photos. Ink, and the meat I use for my meals comes from monsters that Fell hunts. Monsters known as Black Serpent, Orcs, Stone Bird, Cockatrice, and many more. Midninth. Did I eat snake and orc? Surprised. Naomasa, if that's true, wouldn't it be dangerous to cook with that meat? Inkizuku said that people there eat that kind of meat and nothing has happened, and as far as I know, nothing has happened to anyone here, right? Neza, that's true, she saw the photos. It's amazing to know that another world exists. Naomasa, and it seems he's not lying. My quirk hasn't detected any lies, he said, and then took a picture, and these seem to have been taken with an instant camera, so they can't be altered that easily. Nezu, okay. Now that everything's cleared up, Mrs. Midoriya, Inko saw him. What do you think about working at our cafe? Of course, we'll pay you well. He smiled. Inkwell, but I would feel bad if people from outside couldn't try my food again. Nezu, don't worry. We'll set up a stand so you can sell your food to people outside of UA. INKHMM. Okay, thank you very much. Nezu, it will be a pleasure to have you here. I smiled. By the way, how do you communicate with your son and get the meat? I asked curiously. Inko, the goddess Ninrir helps us. All. Goddess. Surprised. Chibi mode. On. Ninrir was eating the jellies. Ninrir HMM. What's that moving thing? A heavenly taste that assaults your mouth, but it melts away in a flash. And it's so beautiful. But what Ninrir didn't know was that he was being watched by 3 girls. Izuku, Eri, Fell, and Sway were in the Adventurers Guild. After handing over the evidence of the goblin hunt, several guild employees had to come because of the absurd number of goblin ears Izuku was carrying. Izuku. Asterisk, that was to be expected. I hope it doesn't cause any problems. Girl Mr. Izuku. He arrived with him. The guild master wishes to see you. Please bring your family members as well. He said. Izuku, I expected it. Asterisk. Girl sad face opened the door. Here he is, sir. Saw the man. Willem, you must be Izuku and Eri. I'm the guild master, Willem. He introduced himself. It's said that you've hunted a large number of goblins. Izuku. Why yes, we came across a goblin settlement. Willem, that's what I suspected. There's been a spike in sightings, and we should reward you for looking after the settlement. Izuku. Huh, really? Willem, of course. Even so, Fenrir's strength is truly impressive. He said. Izuku. Too late. On sad face came out of Eri's bag. I killed many too. Standed on Eri's head. Sway uses telepathy to speak, so Willem can't hear him. Willem. A slime. He saw Sway. Izukusui is one of a kind and really strong, much stronger than me, he said. Willem. Yes, they're very interesting. In any case, I summoned them because there's an urgent message from the royal palace. Izuku asterisk the royal palace. Surprised. Willem's sad face opened the letter. In short, you can live freely in my kingdom. We have already informed the nobles. However, I expect your cooperation in emergency situations. That's what it says. Finished reading. Izuku, does that mean we won't be bothered by the royal family or the nobles? Willem, exactly. The mere presence of a legendary monster in the kingdom is a threat to our neighbors. Izuku asterisk, that gives me peace of mind. Willem, now I'd like to change the subject. You want to get up to G rank, right? He saw it. Izuku, ah, yes. I'd like to reach rank F to keep my license for long-distance travel. He said, Willem, I can use my authority as guild master to promote you to rank C. Izuku, huh, jump straight to rank C. Surprised, Willem, you'll ask more questions if a Fenrir's master is only G rank. In return, I'd like to ask you for a few favors. He said somewhat seriously. Izuku, guild master missions. He thought, well, I wasn't planning on becoming an adventurer. I'd rather not commit myself. Willem, no, these missions are our S rank. Actually, they're missions for your family member. Izuku, oh, I understand. Fell, these missions are for you. He saw him. Up. There's nothing I can't do, he said. Willem, I'm glad to hear that. High-ranking missions are usually vacant for a long time. I pick up a book. Izuku, I'm sure there aren't many qualified adventurers to complete them. Willem, I want to assign you some urgent missions. I'll also warn the other adventurers not to interfere. He said, going to the door and opening it. Izuku, thank you so much. He's considerate of our situation, maybe he can do it. He saw him. Excuse me, I'd like to sell a few things, in addition to what we've already delivered. He said, much to Willem's confusion. In the back room, the butcher and Willem stared at the mountain of monsters. Butcher, oh, it's the first time I've ever seen a chimera or an orthrus. Willem, Johan, don't tell anyone what you saw today. Izuku, we haven't released them until now because I didn't want to cause a scandal, but I see that you are trustworthy, he said. John, this would have caused much more than a scandal. Willem, we can't do anything about the chimera or the other. My guild doesn't have enough money. I don't even know if we can put a price on them. I'm afraid to accept them into the guild. Izuku, there's no way around it. What do we do about it? Do we really have to keep it forever? She saw Fell lying down. Different sad face. I put the chimera in its circa O with Sway's help. Done. He saw Izuku. Izuku, thank you. Eri smiles. Johnny, never thought I'd have the chance to butcher a blue ogre. Izuku, are they that weird? He said, putting his ass in his ass. John, blue ogres are special S-rank beings within the ogre population. This orc general is an A-rank monster, but he always has hundreds of vassals. He's almost S-rank, he said. Izuku asterisk, a bunch of S-rank monsters. He hunted them like flies. He saw Fell yawn. Then he saw Sway emerge from her satchel. Izuku, what's wrong, Sway? He saw him. Only want to easily take down lots of monsters like Uncle Fell. He said, throwing punches in the air. Izuku, don't put so much pressure on yourself, she said with a small smile. John, this excites my butcher's spirit. He said excitedly. Willem, come back tomorrow. I'll also have your C-rank guild card ready. Izuku, thank you very much. She gave a slight bow. Different, thank you. He did the same as Izuku. At night, in the stables of the inn. Izuku, okay, so what will we eat today? She said, looking around the store. Up meat. Izuku, lately, we've been eating a lot of greasy food. Up, the meat is good. Oh, me too. Different. And me, Izuku. Well, yes, we should eat something new. I bought the things at the store. Perfect. I opened the box. Izuku, first. Boil the stonebird breast in salted water. While the breast cools, julienne the cucumbers and slice the tomatoes. Izuku, he hand-crushed the chilled stonebird meat. He began to shred the breast. Eri and Sway saw him and approached. Bothware going to help too. Izuku, oh, thank you. She smiled. The three of them ground the chicken breast until it was ready. On. Izuku. Yes, somewhat tired. Izuku, once the vegetables and meat are seasoned, we finish it with a sesame dressing. Izuku, I should add something else. I'll make a stir-fry of stonebird and peppers. She thought, chops the stonebird and seasons it with soy sauce. Izuku cut the bell peppers and removed the seeds. Put them in the pan after browning the meat and that's it. Izuku, hey guys, dinner's ready. Up, it's not just meat, he said, drooling as he looked at his portion. Everyone ate. Izuku, I love it. The sesame dressing is so light and refreshing. On. I love it, this brown thing is sweet and so delicious. Izuku, the credit goes to the Japanese food industry. I smile, this is also seasoned with oyster sauce and soy sauce. And it's very tasty. I hand him the plate. On. Really? He took a piece and ate it. Different. I want some too. Izuku nodded and she took a piece to eat. Izuku, the crunchy texture of the vegetables is wonderful. I forgot to steam the rice. I'll make it with bread today. She made a sandwich with the chicken breast, cabbage, and tomatoes, then took a bite. Yes, that's good. Oni want to eat that too. Izuku. I'm coming. She saw Eri making a sandwich. She too hee. Give me more. He extended his plate. Izuku, I'm coming. After eating. Now Izuku and Eri were drying the dishes that Sway had cleaned. Izuku. Sway, Eri. Don't they like peppers? The green ones, he saw them. On it was a little bitter. Different, yes, a little bitter, he said. Izuku, I see. But even so, you ate it, I'm proud of you. I smile. Both. Great. Cheerful. Then they heard some groans and then saw Fell lying in one of the stables. They approached him. Izuku, this looks tiny, he saw Fell. Up, human cities are too cramped, he said. Izuku, that's right. We've been sleeping outdoors under the stars. On. Should I do a little pee? Different, you can't melt this, he saw it. Izuku, what if we put the futon down for you? You might be more comfortable that way. Up. Put it in, then. Izuku took out the futon and together with Eri and Sway arranged it. Fell lay down after seeing that it was well arranged. Izuku, how are you? Better. But Fell had already fallen asleep. I don't know if it's a cat or a dog. Eri and Sway, good evening, Uncle Fell. They said, and Fell wagged his tail a little. The next day, in the Adventurers Guild, in the Guild Master's office. Willem, here, your C-rank guild card. He placed it on the table. Izuku, wow, it's silver. I take the card. Willem, those in C rank only complete missions every 6 months. Therefore, you shouldn't lose your license so easily. He said. Izuku. Thank you so much. Willem, and finally, Willem, here's yesterday's payment. Izuku, ah. She saw the bags. Willem, in your first delivery, the most valuable item was the red snake, worth 201 gold coins. In total, that's 461 gold coins. We've stored the meat in the warehouse, so pick it up on your way out. Izuku, this is much more than we got last time, he thought. Willem, and regarding the second installment, the total is absurd. The 4 ogres cost 160 gold coins, while the blue ogre was worth 432 gold coins. Izuku. 400. Surprised. Willem, in total, that's 15 gold coins. And the rewards for hunting goblins and destroying their settlement add up to a total of 1946 gold coins, he said. Izuku. Eri, Fell and Sway saw it. Willem, this guild had never paid so much to a single adventurer. Izuku, and we still have money left from last time. Wait, now I have more than 2,000 gold coins. I have to be careful, make sure no one finds out, he thought, fearing he might be robbed. Willem, is for the guild missions, I have 2 for you, hunt a metal lizard and a herd of blood-horned bulls. He said, placing the notes next to the bags. Willem, go after the metal lizard first. It nests at the foot of Mount Pascal, about 2 days' carriage ride from here. He took a book and opened it. It has a food source, but we haven't been able to get in to gather information. Physical attacks barely affect it because of its metallic scales. We haven't been able to do anything so far. Izuku, I'd already caught one before, but I didn't know they were such dangerous monsters. Willem, the herd of blood-horned bulls lives on the plains to the west. They occupy hunting grounds of novice adventurers, but the mission remained vacant because there are no roads leading there. I show the page about the bulls, their violent nature and the size of the herds make them very dangerous. Its meat is delicious, he said. Willem, as one would expect from Lord Fenrir, exquisite taste. His meat is also popular among humans. Izuku, bull, that means it's beef. Fell, don't you want to eat that meat prepared that way? He saw it. That way. That way. Willem will raise the purchase price because we'd also like half the meat. He said, but then he saw the 4 of them. Willem, what's happening? He looked at them, confused. Now the 4 of them were walking through the city. Izuku, I'm glad we've restocked our meat supply. We should leave early tomorrow. I don't mind leaving right away, he said. Izuku, it doesn't matter how fast you are, Fell. We'd be back by midnight if we left now. I want to eat grilled steak as soon as possible. Izuku, first we have to hunt the metal lizard, but before that, there's something I want to buy, he said, drawing Eri and Sway's attention. A bell rang as a shop door opened. Lambert, welcome. He saw them. Izuku. Eri. He saw them. Izuku, hello. Mr. Lambert, greeting. Different hello, greeting. Lambert, thank you for coming. He approached them. Izuku. She has a wonderful shop. She saw the shop. Can we go in with Fell? Lambert, yes, of course. Fell went in and lay down. Izuku, actually, we came to look for a shoulder bag and a handbag. Lambert, what kind of shoulder bag and handbag are you looking for? She saw them. Izuku, something like this. I showed her white shoulder bag and Eri her reddish-brown handbag, both already somewhat worn. Lamberti, understand. What do you think of these? I lead them towards the shoulder bags and handbags. From left to right. Lambert, this one is made of red boar leather. It's good for everyday use. This one is made of bloodhorn bull leather, it's soft and versatile. And this one is made of giant deer hide. The more you use it, the better it will age, it's very durable. This one is made of sand snakeskin. It's expensive, but its beautiful scales give it a very distinguished look. Lambert, the bags are also made of the same material. I show the bags to Eri, they are all shoulder bags and handbags proudly made by our artisans. Izuku, if I had to choose, I'd choose the giant deer bandolier. Mr. Lambert, would you mind if I took Sway out? I asked. Lambert, go ahead. I see, it was for your relative. In that case, the softer the leather, the better. Izuku, I agree. I'd like the person involved to make the decision. I take Sway out. Sway, which one do you like more? Sway saw the bandoliers, and then jumped to the one made of boar hide. Izuku, I'm sorry. He saw Lambert. Lambert, no, it's okay. I smile. Izuku, which one do you like? Eri. She saw her. Issy. This one. I take the deer bag. I like this one. Izuku smiled. They continued looking at the store. Izuku, I like this. I always wanted something to keep my knife at my waist. He saw the belt with a sheath. Lambert, here we focus on the buckle design. It costs 6 gold coins. Izuku, 6. A little surprised. Different, this one is nice. Saw a wallet. Here they are like small bags. Izuku, yes, it's pretty. The scales stand out on the smaller accessories. I saw the wallet decorated with scales. Lambert, the scales on this wallet are made of very attractive snakeskin. As it is an accessory, it costs 1 gold coin. Izuku, we'll take 2. Eri nodded. Lambert, thank you so much. They went to the counter to pay. Izuku, sad face. I noticed something. Do you also sell shoes? She saw the shoes. Lambert, yes, because they are also leather goods. Izuku, we always wear the same cheap shoes. They're pretty worn out. I could buy them from my online store, but I don't want us to stand out in this world. We also wear these. Lambert, a shoulder bag and a purse, 2 wallets, some boots and shoes, and a belt with a buckle, she said, counting the items. The total comes to 15 gold coins, but they're free for you. Izuku. Lambert, you saved my life, and Lars told me that the meat we ate was high quality. My sincerest apologies. Izuku, no, don't worry. We can't accept such wonderful products for free. He said. Lamberti can't accept money from the people who saved my life. Obviously, next time I'll charge them as usual. He said. Izuku, okay. Thank you very much. Different. Izuku and Lambert watched her leave the store. She went back inside and headed towards one of the products, a green rabbit plushie. Then she placed it on the counter. Different, this one, please. I said, standing on tiptoe to reach the counter. Lambert's sad face, he understood and smiled. 2 gold coins. Eri took out the coins. Izuku started giving her some coins as an allowance and showed her how to use the money. He gave the money to Lambert and she took the plushie. With that done, Izuku put on his satchel, belt, and boots, while Eri put on her bag, her new shoes, and put away her plushie. Lambert, by the way, I'd like to ask you something, Izuku. Izuku. Yes. Lambert if he had black snake meat, it's because he hunted a black snake, right? He saw it. Izuku yes, it was Fell who hunted her, he said. Lambert. Does he by any chance have her skin? I asked. Izuku. Ah, I already sold it to the guild, he said, scratching the back of his neck. Lamberti understand. What a shame. I was hoping to buy it if she still had it. Snakeskins are scarce. Izuku. Oh really? Lambert yes. The skin is expensive, but popular. It sells well. He said, the adventurers guild has high-quality red snakeskin. Lambert but I couldn't get hold of any. The skin was acquired for a fortune by some marquises, how envious I am. Izuku sorry, we were probably the ones who put that skin on the market. They went towards the door. Lambert buying monster parts directly from adventurers isn't popular with the guild, but small trades are allowed. If you hunt another black snake, please sell me the hide. They shook hands. Izuku understood. You've given us so many things that I'll make sure to offer it to you first. And with that they said goodbye. It was about time. Izuku didn't be like that, it was a goodbye. And maybe I'll buy mom a bag too, I'm sure she'll like them. She thought Sway, what do you think of the feel of the leather? She saw it on her shoulder bag. On it's better than before, he said. Izuku I'm glad to hear it. Different look, Uncle Fell, she shows her bag and her stuffed animal. Yes, how beautiful, he saw her and she smiled a little, they kept talking about snakes, today I want that for dinner. Izuku it was delicious, like karage, Fell licked her lips. On karage, I love it, different and me too, Izuku perfect, it's decided, tomorrow we'll hunt the metal lizard, so today there's a feast. Night, in the stables of the inn. Izuku finished marinating the meat. Izuku okay, the marinade is perfect. We'll make the soy sauce and salt ones like last time. Now we have plenty of meat, I'll feed them until they say they're about to burst. I thought defiantly as I looked at Fell and Sway. Izuku I should fry it twice to make it even tastier, she put the meat in the pot with oil, first, I'll cook the red snake meat. Start frying it at a low temperature so the meat cooks through. After a few minutes, I take out the fried meat. Izuku then, put it on high heat so it gets crispy on the outside, he put the meat back in. Then I take one out and pick it up with chopsticks. Izuku yes, with a perfect golden brown. This is delicious. What on earth is this? On it's not fair, love. Not for me either. Different I want to too. Give me some too, he said. Izuku yes, wait a second. You've got meat there. Serve it to me now. Izuku it's not ready yet, she put the meat back in the oil. It will be even tastier soon. With the meat ready, he served it to the three of them. Izuku here you have it, the three of them ate. Oni love it, it's even tastier than before. Different, even better, she said, eating. Izuku right, this time I fried it twice. We still have plenty of meat left. Eri, Fell and Sway, we want more. They said, finishing their portions. Izuku they're eating faster than usual, very good. Let's get cooking. She continued cooking. After eating, Eri, Fell and Sway were lying down. Full. Different. Me too. Me too. Izuku of course. I won. It was worth marinating all that meat. He said, then added more karage to the oil. I can't eat any more, he saw it. Izuku these are my portion, and some are for later. That way we can eat them later whenever we want. She said, how considerate you are. Izuku I'm not just doing it for you, Fell. Right, I should use the oil for frying chicken tonkatsu and katsu. With his food ready, Izuku opened a soda and drank from it. Izuku. That's great, I can finally relax and enjoy some karage. Yummy. Also ate some of his tonkatsu, the tonkatsu is delicious too. This is real orc general meat. Right, Eri, Fell, Sway. He saw them, but Fell was already asleep while Eri and Sway were lying asleep next to him. Izuku now that I think about it, it's been a while since I've had a meal with myself. She saw the moon. Izuku what a treat. She continued eating. Inko was entering UA, she went to the cafeteria and greeted lunch rush. Rush. Hello Mrs. Midoriya, are you ready for another day of work? Yes, I'm ready. She put on an apron. L. Rush. Okay, let's begin. She said, by the way, that's a pretty bag. She saw the bag, which had some scales on it. Those scales are really pretty. Ink. Hee hee, thank you, it was a gift. She said with a smile. Chibi mode. On. Izuku. This time I decided to offer Japanese sweets. Ninrier. Wow, you sent me different sweets again. Let's see. 8-1. What is this texture? Ninrier. What is this transparent thing? Eating. Oh. Ninrier. This pasta can be turned into anything. He continued eating. Izuku. Won't you gain weight if you eat so much? I asked. Ninrier. W. What? W. What did you say? Goddesses like me don't get fat. Izuku. Why are you getting so upset? On top of one of the pillars, 3 girls were watching Ninrier. Question mark, question mark, question mark. One look at her, she doesn't even remember us. Our dear group was in a meadow looking at a mountain. Up is that the mountain with the lizard. Izuku. Lizard. You mean the metal lizard? I pull out the note. That's what the guild master said. Where could it have nested? Up. Wait a moment. He remained silent for a few seconds until he sensed a nearby presence. Up. Over there, started running. He ran through the forest until he saw a cave. Izuku. A cave. Is that where the lizard nests? Up. That seems to be the case. I enter the cave. Fell ran through the cave until he found the lizard. Up. There it is. The others peeked out. Everyone saw the lizard. Izuku. It looks like a normal lizard. Different. Is that normal? Izuku. Sad face. Using. Value. Mithril lizard. The legendary metal of fantasy worlds. Wasn't this a metal lizard? He saw the note. Upa. Mithril. This is the only metal lizard I can see in the area, he said. It must have mutated after eating mithril ore. In that case, magic won't be very effective against it. Up. Mithril is light, hard, and quite compatible with magic. That is, it can easily absorb and disperse magic. The effectiveness of magic will be reduced by half. He said. Izuku. Wouldn't that be a problem even for you? He saw it. Up. No. I released lightning from my body, then a large lightning bolt struck the lizard, killing it in the process. It was so strong that it almost knocked Izuku and Eri down. Izuku. What? He saw fell. Up. I just need a spell strong enough to undo it. She said with a smile. They approached the mithril lizard, which was already dead. Izuku. My deepest condolences. I pray instant death while eating. Sorry. Mithril lizard puts it in his circa. Oh. Issy. Izuku. Mira. Izuku saw that he had what looked like a shiny blue stone in his hand. Izuku. Oh, is this mithril ore? Takes a piece. I'd love to have a mithril knife or sword, a weapon made of a rare, fantastic metal. It wouldn't hurt to have some. Starts gathering the mithril ore. On. I'll help too. He said, helping Eri gather ore. Different. Thank you. Smiles. Izuku. Wait a minute. If mithril can dispel magic, wouldn't it be good for armor? Isn't it better to make armor with the flexible skin of a lizard than with the mineral? He thought. Up. Do you want to make armor? He said to her side. Izuku. Did you hear what I was thinking? I was thinking it would be a good idea, and maybe some bracelets or a necklace for Eri. Up. Sad face. He crushed a mithril ore with his paw. You don't need armor. Mithril ore or lizard, there's nothing stronger than my barrier. Don't waste your time, he said somewhat angrily. Izuku. Well, Up. It didn't even help me warm up. Let's move on to the next mission. Izuku. Right now. Up. The meat of a blood-horned bull is delicious. He lifted Eri onto his back. Let's hunt them now. Izuku. Oh okay, give me a moment. I put the mineral in its circa. Oh. Up. Let's go now. He grabbed him by the collar of his shirt and they sped off. Izuku. Sad face. He breathed heavily until he composed himself. A herd of bulls has taken over the western plains from here. They're as big as rhinos and violent by nature. He said, reading the note. Up. They are there. Different. Where? Izuku and Eri saw the large herd. Izuku counted them, finding 27 bulls. Yes, I counted them. Izuku. Sway. Eri and I will wait here so we don't get discovered, he said, and Eri nodded. Up. Yes, that will be faster. I'll be right back. He went back to the herd. Izuku and Eri sat on the ground and then Sway came out of Izuku's satchel. On master. Eri, where did Uncle Fell go? I asked. Izuku. He went to defeat the cows. We'll wait for him here, he said. On. That's not fair. I want to defeat cows too. No, no, I want to defeat cows. He went towards the herd. Different. That was fast. She saw how Sway left. Izuku and Eri were lying face down as they approached the pack. Izuku, where are they? But then they saw Fell and Sway jump over them straight towards the bulls, then they were almost blown away by the strong wind that arose. Izuku, is it possible? He stood up. Up, what are you doing here? He saw them. On. Master, Eri. We defeated the cows, he said, bouncing. At first, Uncle Fell went, foo-up, and made a lot of wind. And then Sway went, pew-pew, at the cows that were still standing. Up. That's true. Sway was pretty good. This went to his head. Izuku. Oh really? Different. Well done, Sway. Applause. Izuku, even so, this herd is enormous. Will they all fit in our storage boxes? He saw the bulls. Izuku and Eri started storing them in their circa. On, Master, are you collecting the cows? I'll help too, he said, to become a giant and then multiply into many Sways and lift the bulls. M1, 2, 1, 2. They lifted a bull. Izuku, anything goes, huh? He saw them. We promised to sell half the herd to the guild, but there will still be plenty left. I put away a bull. I have to think of ways to cook it so we don't get tired of all this beef. I'll also ask Mom for some recipes. Izuku, okay. Now that everything's tidied up, let's eat. Fell nodded. Now the four of them were eating. On, yum. It's crunchy inside. Different. That's delicious, he said, eating his sandwich. Up, it's not bad at all. Izuku, I prepared it with the chops I fried yesterday. Izuku, sad face. He took one and ate it. How nice to eat a katsu sandwich under a blue sky. The mustard is the perfect touch, he said, then took a sip of his soda. On, what's that? He saw the glass and the soda bottle. Izuku, it's a drink called cola. It's carbonated. It's a fizzy drink. On, with bubbles. Izuku. Just a moment, I take a plate and serve him. Different, can I try it too? I asked. Izuku, sure, but you can't drink that much, okay. Eri nodded and he poured her a glass. Eri and Sway drank from the soda. On. It's true. So many little bubbles. How sweet. I love it. Different. It's very sweet, she said, taking a sip of more drink. It's delicious. On, can I have more? He lifts his plate. Izuku, of course, it was more useful to him. Up, sad face. He saw them. As that good? Izuku, it's sweet, but surprisingly good. Try it. She served it on a plate. Here you go. Fell approached the plate, and drank a little. Up, oh, what the hell is this? He drank more. Izuku, I'd never seen that expression before. After eating. Up, yes. I don't dislike it, she said, licking her lips. Izuku, are you saying that after drinking 1.5 liters? Up, it was a new experience. And to think your world had such a drink. Burp. He let out a burp and covered his mouth. Izuku, that's because it's carbonated. It's very good, but it makes you burp. Up, burp. I would never do that. Izuku. Ha ha ha, well, you do it well. On, Uncle Fell is great. Up, what's so great about this? Burp. He blurted out another one. Different. Burp. I let out one, sorry. Izuku just laughed. In the trade. Willem y Johan. Un Lagarto de Mitrilo. John, it looks real. I check it, there's no doubt, its scales are authentic. They both saw Izuku and Eri. Izuku, what's happening? Willem, they always bring us unexpected things. She touched her face. John, it can't be. They only bring us nonsense. Izuku, I figured as much. Is it such a strange creature? John. Young man, a mithril lizard is an extremely rare creature. The last time one was seen was 400 years ago. He said. Izuku, 400 years. Surprised. Willem, the fact that a metal lizard has evolved into a mithril lizard means that a new mithril vein has appeared. John, mithril is a rare metal among rare metals. There are only 3 mountains in the world where it can be mined. Izuku, this is serious. Asterisk. Willem, this is a gift from heaven for the lord of the city. I'm sorry, but you must deliver this mithril lizard to the guild. The lord of the city will present the lizard's skin to the king along with the news of the newly discovered mithril mine. Willem, not for free, of course. I'll make sure to get a reasonable payment from the city lord. With the original reward, it'll be at least 5,000 gold coins. He said. Izuku, 5,000. Fall to his knees. Different. Izuku went with him. John, I'm so jealous that you earn so much money. You've got your life sorted. Izuku grabbed him by the apron. Izuku, all that money is starting to terrify me. John, those are problems for rich people. He patted him on the shoulder. Willem, anyway, we won't ask you to sell it until we have the funds ready. That's why I ask you to keep it a secret. The three of them nodded. Willem, we would also like you to finish the bull hunt as soon as possible. Then Izuku and Eri pulled the bulls out of their circa. Izuku, we finished that mission too. Willem and Johan just stared blankly. Later, now they were on their way back to the inn. Izuku, I hope this doesn't cause us any problems, she said with a sigh. Why are you worrying about that? Anyway, we already got the bull meat, right? So go ahead and make the food. Oni can't wait to try the master's cooking. Different, I want to try it too. Izuku, guys, you're right, we have some really high quality meat. Great, raised his fist, today there will be a feast. All. Yes, in the stables of the inn. Izuku prepared the things and started cooking. Izuku, sad face, she placed the meat on the table very well. First, cut red meat into thick steaks. Then, heat a skillet with oil over low heat. Season lightly with salt and pepper just before grilling. If you salt it too soon, it may lose some of its flavor. She placed the steak in the skillet. Izuku, grill over high heat for 1 minute, then lower the temperature slightly and grill for another minute. Do the same for the other side. She flipped the steak. It should be medium rare. Once grilled, wrap it in foil and let it rest for about 5 minutes. She wrapped the meat in foil. This way the heat will spread evenly. It'll be ready soon, she said, drawing everyone's attention. After 5 minutes, he unwrapped the meat. Izuku, it's ready. Everyone stared at the steak in amazement and drooling. After serving the others, everyone took a seat. Izuku, and now, enjoy your meal. They all ate, and were in shock. What a treat. Izuku, the taste of the meat floods my taste buds. I knew beef steak was the best. The juices are real. Yes. That meat, wafu, was delicious, but this is too. Give me more of that. Izuku. About that, huh? I smile. I take out a meat sauce and pour it over the fillets. Izuku, good things come to those who wait. It's your favorite garlicky meat sauce, she said, serving it to him. He ate the flavor I've been craving. It really enhances the taste of the bull meat. On so many different flavors. It's incredible. Izuku. Well, they end up tasting like truffle, onion and grated daikon. Different, I want truffle. Izuku gave it to her and she served it on her steak. Izuku, sad face, she helped herself to the daikon sauce with so many flavors, I could keep eating forever, she thought with a smile. At night, with dinner finished, Izuku and Eri were now washing the dishes. Everything was so good. I'm full, he said, lying on fell. I'm satisfied too, he said, lying down, but I can't eat raw meat anymore unless I have to. Everything tastes better when you cook it. Izuku, you won't achieve anything with praise, he said, drying the dishes. Oni love the master's cooking too. Pink heart. Different, I love it too, she said smiling. Izuku's sad face smiled. Well, it's thanks to these two that we can enjoy life in a parallel world. I'll do my best to cook them delicious things. In the inn room, Izuku finished tucking Eri in, who was already asleep. Izuku, okay, I should prepare my offering soon. She sat down at the table and opened the shop. Everything will be fine as long as I send her lots of things. She chose the sweets. Ninner, that's not enough. You should make me more sweets. Izuku, is this still not enough for you? What more do you want? Ninrir, hehe, I was waiting for you to ask. I want cake, pudding, daifuku, and... After buying the items, Izuku sent them to Ninrir. Ninrir, wonderful. Come to me, my sweet ones, but what? What are you all doing here? Question mark. One, hello, stranger. It's a pleasure to meet you. Question mark. Two, hello, stranger. Question mark. 3. Hello, Izuku. Huh, who is it? Question mark. 1. A few days ago we saw Ninrir with a bunch of sweets from a stranger from a parallel world. Question mark. 2. Look at you hoarding everything for yourself, he saw Ninrir. Ninrir, be quiet. I gave you my blessing. I only accept your offerings. Izuku, their voices echo in my head. What's happening there? Asterisk. Question mark, question mark, question mark. One stranger. We will bless you now, so send us sweets as an offering as well. Ninrir, what? You can't do it. Izuku, what? Blessings. But we already have Ninrir's blessings. Asterisk. Question mark, question mark, question mark. 1. Wow. Ninrir only gave them minor blessings. How stingy. He looked at Ninrir, that way they're not well protected from all status effects. Izuku listened attentively. For starters, they don't have an affinity with the wind. They need to receive a blessing that matches their affinity. Izuku, so, does a blessing with affinity have a greater effect? Question mark, question mark, question mark. 1. You have an affinity with earth and fire. Question mark, question mark, question mark. 2. Agnethi'll be able to cast powerful spells with less magic. Sounds good, right? Ninrir, what are you saying? You give so many blessings that the god of creation has already scolded you. That's why I held back and gave you lesser blessings. He said. Kisharl. Then, we only need to give them minor blessings. Agni, our blessings will be of more use to them. Izuku, so, are they going to give us their blessings, whether we like it or not? What happens if we reject them? Agni, hey, what are you saying about rejecting us? Don't you want our blessings? Ninrir, well said. Tell them that my blessings are enough for them. Izuku. There aren't many people with multiple blessings, are there? Kisharl. Well, I can't think of anyone. Izuku, I knew it. They could look at our statistics. I think 1 blessing is more than enough, he said. Agni, men shouldn't argue so much. Here, he gave Izuku and Eri his blessing. Kisharl, here, I bless them too. He gave them to them. Ninrir, is it possible? Stop doing whatever you want. Kisharl, I await our offerings. Agni, send us lots of delicious things. Question mark, question mark, question mark. 3. Me too. Izuku, it's true. I heard the voice of another goddess earlier. Question mark, question mark, question mark. 3. Undine, strangers, they have no affinity with water. There's no point in giving them my blessing. Izuku. So, I don't think they're nice. Undine, if I don't give them my blessing, I'll be the only one without offerings. I won't be able to get any candy, it's not fair. All. Ninrir. Understand. Kisharl, didn't cry. Ruka, they comforted her. Stranger. Do something. Ninrir, that's it. Let's go. Agni, that's it. Be a man. Izuku, huh? Why are you demanding so much of me? You should do something about it yourselves. What do I do now? Asterisk. On sad face touches his face. Master, are you alright? Shall I give you some medicine? Izuku, I'm fine. I'm just talking to some goddesses. I know. She had an idea. Excuse me, Goddess Ruka, could you bless our familiar Sway instead of us? She asked, lifting Sway up. Ninrir, what a great idea. Kisharl, that's right. Let's go. Agni, great. Do it, girl. Undine's sad face approached the fountain. Yes, it seems this creature has an affinity for water. Blessed. Gave it a blessing. Ninrir, thank goodness, wiped his forehead. Kisharl. Undine. I think it's fine. The others give blessings haphazardly. Agni, hey, don't go too far. Undine, I only bless 1 person every century or so. The god of creation is angry because they bless people every decade, he said, leaving the other words blank. Izuku, those goddesses never learn. Fine, I'll send offerings to all of them equally. Kisharl, excellent. Please give us your offerings. Rusalka agreed. Ninrir, that's why I kept it a secret. I was the first to bless them. Agni, this isn't a race, she saw it. You've just eaten a lot, you don't need any more. Izuku's sad face, sigh, here are some more snacks. Please accept them. I buy the sweets and send them, please share them without fighting. All. Izuku, I'm exhausted. The goddesses' association is a complete scandal. He saw his condition, there are more and more blessings. I must be careful, no one can find out. On blessings. What's that? He saw it. Izuku, something the goddesses use to protect us. They protect you too. I don't understand. Izuku. So why don't we try it tomorrow? Of course. The next day in a forest. Izuku, fireball. He and Eri created a very large fireball, stone bullet. Both fired at a tree. Izuku, wow. The difference is obvious, he saw the tree trunk half destroyed. Different. Oh, genial. On. I love you, Eri, you're the best. She said, bouncing up. Yes, at first they were too weak. In the end, many minor blessings have favored them. Izuku, you don't mince words. Up, I'm telling the truth. Izuku, sad face, I create a fireball, we're not tired at all after using so much magic. The minor blessings are more useful than I thought. Thank you, goddesses. I think with a smile. Izuku. Sway, you should be able to use water magic with the blessings of a goddess, she saw it. On. Water. Izuku, that's right. I want you to see what you can do with her, he said. On, okay. Water magic. Water magic. She started using it where it began to create a large water bubble. Different. Wow, she looked at the bubble in amazement, how cool, Sway. Izuku, you did this on your first try. Amazed, that's it, Sway. Try hitting something far away with it. On. Go. The bubble began to move slowly, then shot out, hitting a tree, breaking it and knocking it to the ground. On, incredible, incredible. And what about this? He jumped and launched a water blade, cutting 4 trees. On. Good. Izuku, sad face, I'll charge it, Sway. Your water and acid spells are spectacular, but don't use them against people or in cities, okay? On, okay. I'll do as you say, master. Izuku, very good. Good boy. Smiles. Up, impressive. How about you train with me? He said. Izuku, no way. Sway isn't even fit to lick your boots yet, he saw it. Up. Huh, I thought I'd found someone to test my power on. Lowers his ears. Izuku, sad face, down to Sway, okay, now I want to try something, stone wall. I raise a stone wall from the ground. Izuku, oh, this is perfect. Different, oh, stone wall. I create another wall. Izuku. Good, Eri. They both began to create several stone walls. Up. I'm going hunting, he said to himself. On, have a good trip, Uncle Fell. Fell left. Later in the evening, Izuku, I did it. Look. Fell and Sway a house. They barked their heads. Izuku, yes. I thought about making one because I could make walls with earth magic. It's a bit simple, but it's better than weathering. Up. Really? He approached her. Izuku, everyone wants to sleep in places where they can relax, right? Different, I made these. I showed them small sculptures of Sway and Fell. Sway's was very well done since its shape was easier to capture. And Fell's, well, at least it had its shape. Up, sad face, he saw her figure, how beautiful, Eri. Different, thank you, smiles. Up, let's get to the important part. I release the body of a black snake. I got you a black snake. Didn't you promise one to that merchant? Izuku, aw, thank you. And why is that more important? He saw it. Up, I got hungry after hunting. I hope you'll make me a nice dinner in return. Izuku, I put a lot of effort into doing this. On, I'm hungry too. Different, I want something to eat too. I hand the figures to Izuku. Up, yes, we can't wait until we get back to the inn. On, dinner. Dinner. Jump. Izuku, I'm very proud of this, he saw the house, couldn't you give me a little praise? Different. Well done, he said. Izuku, thank you. Eri, I smile a little. In the UA cafeteria, some of the A-class students were in line to order their lunch. Mine, I heard that today they were serving hamburgers made with beef steaks. Yaoyorozu, I hope we can still reach. Jiro, sad face, saw Kaminari and Kirishima with the hamburgers. Hey, how are you guys doing? Kirishima. Delicious, he said, eating his hamburger. It's the best beef I've ever tasted. Kaminari. Without a doubt. 8. Jiro, sad face, she saw Bakugo arriving and eating his hamburger. Looks like you liked it too. Bakugo, sad face, swig. Well, yes, it's very delicious, she said, continuing to eat. Mine, our turn. The 3 girls arrived with Inko. Ink, hi girls, what are you going to order? The 3 beef burgers, they said, smiling. Ink, sad face, smiles, of course. Chibi mode. On. We came across Lambert and a woman who appeared to be his wife. They were both in the dining room eating. Women. Dear. Lambert, tell me. Marie, he saw his wife. Marie, I was thinking of giving my little sister the purse you gave me last year. I already have 5 very similar purses. She said. Lambert. Huh, but they're all different. They're carefully designed and made of quality leather. I think they'd all look good on you, Marie. Marie, I know, darling, but you give me handbags and accessories every year. I don't need any more. Lambert I see. To be continued. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and now we will see you in the next video.